Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here on a Saturday night for something really special. It's a charity race going on here at Talladega, and it's special in quite a few ways, ladies and gentlemen, because we have about 50 drivers here to race 100 laps at Talladega. And joining me tonight is Terry, the Taffy Man Foster. Terry, how's it going, my friend?
Sam, a little nuts out here today, man. I mean, all the stuff we've had to do, all these drivers. Last count, I'm looking at 51 on track tonight so far. We still got a little time for these other drivers to get in. But you're absolutely right. This is a special occasion tonight. We are having a charity race here for Tim Habiuk and his family, mainly for Ethan. And, Ethan had a little bit of spell about a month or so ago, had to spend a little time in the hospital. And I'm sure Tim and Becky, I'm sure they had a little bit of some bills come up on that. So, Tim, if you don't mind, unmute your mic there, bud, and talk to you for a little bit. So, Tim, first off, how is Ethan doing?
He's doing good. We learned a lot over at State hospital about his ailment that he has. We're still following up with doctors, in the next couple of weeks, but they've started him on a medication regimen, and he seems to be doing pretty good with it. He's had a couple issues after our hospital stay, but here and there, but altogether he's doing pretty good.
Well, I do follow you on Facebook at TRJ and actually your personal Facebook. And I did see some pictures of Ethan in the hospital. He didn't look very freaking happy, that's for sure.
No, I don't think there's many places he would rather be other than the hospital. He did not have a good time at all. but kept him entertained by watching Motorsports and stuff on TV, so.
Well, we are so glad to do this for you guys. Once we put the word out, Tim, I mean, we was getting our doors beat down. Of course, we started with Blazing Pedals, so a little back history for everybody. Tim was our main sponsor for quite a many years for Blazing Pedals, and he just donated so much stuff to this league and to some of the drivers. I just can't explain what Tim has done for Blazing Pedals and the iRacing community itself. And Tim, wholeheartedly, man, I can say this about every driver in this league tonight or in this race tonight. Thank you.
Oh man, not a problem, man. It's something that our family enjoys doing. A good group of guys to do it along with.
So, is the little guy there around you? Can I talk to him?
Absolutely. Here he is. Here. Oh, the smile on his face.
I sit right there.
You gotta sit in the chair, right? All right, you sit in the spotter's chair. Okay?
Okay.
All right, put it on.
Hey, Ethan.
Terry.
What's up, dude?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
How are you, man?
Oh, pretty good. Buddy, I tell you what, man. It warms our heart to know you're back home, you're feeling good. And, buddy, you was looking good in some of the pictures I actually did see when you got out of that daggone hospital, buddy. I'm glad you're doing good.
Yeah.
So, can your dad still hear us?
Yeah.
Can your mom hear us?
Yeah.
So, right now, I want to tell you guys what has gone on so far. As of right now, before this race started, we have raised $1,800
all right, hang on a second. All right.
To help out with everything you guys are going through. And see, I'm sure the donations are going to keep coming in tonight because we've got it up in the race channel. So, after the race, Mark will get everything together and probably send to you guys to help out them daggone hospital bills. Ethan, what do you think about that?
That'd be awesome.
Awesome, dude.
That is awesome, buddy. So I tell you what, me and Sam's got a little bit more work to do. Ethan, if you would, here in about 10 minutes, I'm going to have you come back in. I want you to give these drivers the command to start their engines tonight, okay?
Okay, dude.
All right, but Tim, I will talk to you guys here in a couple more minutes. You want to get and mute back up? Just give me 5, 7, 10 minutes, something like that, please.
Okay.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
See you, dude.
Yep.
That's awesome, Terry. That's just so awesome that we can get this many people together to help the Habiuk family out. It's just awesome to see. Now, let's go ahead and go. We got a couple minutes here before we got to go down trackside for pre-race ceremonies, Terry. And I kind of want to go over the format tonight because we do have 100 laps. Stage 1's going to end on lap 25. Stage 2 is going to end on lap 55, if I'm not mistaken. Then we're going to run it out to the end. So the special thing about tonight, ladies and gentlemen, number one, it's a charity race. The donation link is going straight to Mark Arthur. He's the one who's handling all the donations and sending it over to Tim. There's a link in the YouTube chat right now. But the race winner tonight's going to get $100 and a Savage Edge fitted hat, a pair of Savage Edge sunglasses, and a Savage Edge koozie. Second place tonight's going to get $50 and a Savage Edge t-shirt. Third place is going to get $25 and a Savage Edge beanie. Fourth place is going to get $15 and fifth place is going to get $15. We've had a few people reach out to us not only to sponsor the race itself, but to bring more money in for the Habiuk family. And we have the fastest qualifier award tonight. $10 is going to go to the driver. $10 is going to go to the charity from SideBite Motorsports. So big shout out to SideBite Motorsports. Stage 1 winner is actually going to get $10 as well to the driver and $10 to the charity from the Venom Truck Series. So big shout out to the Venom Truck Series. Stage 2 winner is going to get $10 to the driver with $10 to the charity from FullSend Graphics. Big shout out to FullSend Graphics for throwing up that sponsorship. The Hard Charger Award tonight, person who's going to gain the most positions, is going to get a free paint scheme from CJR Graphics. Only eligible if the driver puts down a valid qualifying lap here tonight at Daytona. It's a monetary amount of the prize is $25 for that as well. So big shout out to CJR Graphics. Big shout out to all the sponsors coming on board to make this charity race happen. And how about, real quick, let's shout out the man, Tanner Marr and Mark Arthur, for putting this all together. Same with you, Terry.
Oh, man, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of an idea that I think most of us had, and I think it would just finally come together. One more thing. Let's go ahead and give the race info real quick, Sam. We're here at Talladega Super Speedway, 2.5-mile track, 100 laps. Excuse me. The drivers will get 2 tire changes, but start with 3 total. They get 2 fast repairs tonight, Sam. And the fuel will be at 50%. And the fuel run on these cars, I believe, is about 20 to maybe 22 laps, somewhere around there.
All right. Sounds like we're heating up for a great race going on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I am getting word from Race Control. It's time to head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. If you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. And Terry, Joshua's actually out on track right now, going to take his qualifying run here. We got 9 minutes of qualifying, and I believe they get 2 laps as well. So we're going to see who's going to put it on the pole here for the charity race tonight.
Josh Rutherford in that 64 car is taking that high line at the moment, Sam. We know how to do this. First 2 laps, first out lap, and your first pay lap, if you want to call it. Take that high line, get that car heated up, get it running. Then that second lap when you're qualifying, you drop down to that bottom, stick on that yellow line, and just get around this thing as fast as you can.
So we do have a lot of drivers out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to kind of bounce around a little bit in here in qualifying. Taking a look at driver the number 7, Cody Gibson right now. He's also on his first lap. As Terry said, getting the momentum build up. Let's see who we can't talk about. Jordan DeCola. Jordan DeCola is actually the owner of FullSend Graphics. So, again, big shout out to him for throwing up some money here for tonight's event. Who else do we got out there? I mean, there's a ton of people. I'm scrolling through 50 names.
Yeah, just everybody I think is about ready to get on track.
Right here, how about this? Corey Rutherford, he's out on track. We can give him a shout out. That's CJR Graphics, sponsoring the Hard Charger Award this evening.
Here's one I want to mention really quick. In that 16 car, and at trjkarting.com, that number 16, Ian Habiuk. Yes, he is a member of the Habiuk family. He is the oldest son of Tim and Becky. And he is on that high line making a round here.
Yeah, showing Ian Habiuk right now on lap 1. You see him dropping down to the yellow line there, now getting ready to start lap 2. Times are starting to come in. Aaron Raymond right now, top of the board. As I say that, Brian Dees takes it away. Tom Freitas in the number 32 out there, Terry. He just went up to 4th. How about Brad Collins now taking over provisional pole?
Brad Collins with the 54.4 at the moment. I bet there's somebody out there faster than that, Sam.
So right now, Brad Collins, Brian Dees, 1-2. Aaron Raymond in 3rd. Cody Gibson 4th. Tom Freitas top 5. Joshua Rutherford 8th. And now we got more times coming in. Mark Arthur now 3rd on the board. Scott Smith in that number 53 machine. He's 5th.
Still got about 10 or 12 drivers that have not taken one lap yet. John Perkins goes to the top of the board with the 54.43.
Chase Wilson in the number 13 goes 3rd quickest. How about Brad Collins on his 2nd lap? Goes back up to the pole. A 54.43.
Well, we got a tie up here, Sam. First 3, all 54.43s. No practice. Ty Morosco jumped there in the 4th spot.
Ty Morosco has finished up his qualifying run. Who else we got out there? How about Michael Falk? MF Racing Designs one and only. Out here in the number 31.
So Sam, real quick, we've seen a couple people come out of retirement. I mean, we got Michael Falk. We don't see Michael on track very often. Rick Hammond Jr., he come out of retirement for tonight. Who else we got out there? Aaron Maynard. Aaron Maynard, he is actual race car announcer at a track up in Barrie, Vermont. So thanks for showing up, man.
I want to point out, everybody, that we got 45 drivers so far who have taken a time. This is just wild to see. I can't believe we're going to do this many cars at Talladega.
I know, and like I said, I've got the big list on my left side of my screen so I can see the car numbers and the names because we don't know who these people. We don't know all these people.
So I do want to point out, Philip Van Vliet out in chat says he wished that he was here. Philip, I just want you to know, I put your number in the overlay just in case you were able to show up. So you're here in spirit, my friend. Taking a look at Aaron Bach over right now on his qualifying run. We got about 4.5 minutes left in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. So far, 48 drivers have taken a time. That just still blows my mind.
One thing, Sam, if you don't mind, I want to do real quick. So this is multiple leagues in this race tonight. We got drivers from Blazing Pedals, Crooked Line Racing, Front Road eSports, the Venom Truck Series, and RFC Racing for a Cause guys. And there might be more that I don't know about.
Three different leagues coming together to help a family out. It's a great cause, ladies and gentlemen. Donation link is in the chat, in the YouTube chat. If you're joining us on Twitch and you want to donate, head over to YouTube real quick. Check the description, check the chat. Go ahead and throw $5, $10, whatever you can do to help out for a great cause.
It's gonna be a little bit weird tonight. We're calling Jamie Walker in a 99 car, Sam. I just seen that.
Oh, yeah, that is true. He is driving the number 99 tonight. Normally we see Jamie in the 88. A lot of drivers we recognize out here, some new faces. And seriously, from Terry and I'm sure Terry agrees, we thank you all for coming out to help put on this event. This is just insane. And everybody who's tuning in right now on truesimproductions, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. We greatly appreciate it.
So, Sam, I think we're going to get the grid set here in about 10 minutes is what I've been told. So we've got a little bit of time before we pull Tim back in here. So, what else we need to talk about, man? This is what I want to do. So we got a lot of people that donated into this race tonight. That's not even in the race. Fred Thompson, Sam and myself, Andy Poliski, Andrew Littlefield, Jason Korn, Chris Carroll, Brandon Metler. I mean, then all the drivers sitting in there had to pay $15 to get in this race tonight. Again, all that money does go to the Habiuk family. Oh, I'm sorry, I just got a message, Sam. Go ahead.
Got a message for... What do you mean? We going?
Mark keeps messaging me, so...
What's Mark saying?
He says, tell me in iRacing when you guys are done, and I'll roll us off. We also need time for driver meetings. So I'm going to go ahead and tell them to give the driver meeting now, because they're making it pretty good.
Okay. Let's go.
All right, so I just muted Tim for right now, Terry. So when we're ready to bring him in, I'll just unmute him. We had some feedback coming in there in the backgrounds. Minute left here in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like Jamie Walker in the number 99 is going to take the pole as of right now. Still got some time left. Somebody could throw a good lap up, but I think everybody who wanted to take a time has. 53 drivers here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
53 drivers here tonight, Terry, and we got 38 out in YouTube right now watching. Thank you all for tuning into True Sim Productions for this great charity race being put on. It's going to be an awesome night.
Yes, it is. I mean, again, the description's up there in the chat. You can donate to if you want to. Again, we're not forcing nobody to do nothing, but it does go for a good cause for Tim and his family to help out with stuff that they didn't plan on in their life. So it's going to be a good night, Sam.
Oh, it's going to be an awesome night. So, looks like the drivers are getting ready to grid here, Terry.
Oh, okay.
They're gridding up right now.
All righty. Well, let's unmute Tim, and we'll bring Ethan back in here.
Yeah, let me go ahead and unmute him here. All right, he's unmuted.
Hey, Ethan.
Oh, you want Ethan? Hang on 1 second.
Yeah, I want Ethan. I want to talk to Ethan.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's that?
Hey.
Hey, Ethan, you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, would you guys give these drivers the command to start them engines, please?
All right. Put up. Start your engines.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much. If you guys stick around and go muted, we'll probably get back to you here in and out through the race if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah. I know.
All right, Ethan, we'll talk to you in a little while, buddy.
See you, dude. Yeah, bro.
Leave us muted, okay?
All right, and there we go, Terry. Drivers got the command to fire engines from Ethan himself. And ladies and gentlemen, we got 53 guys here tonight. I am going to go ahead and roll the grid music. But I don't think me and Terry are going to have enough time to go through that whole grid. We're going to try, though.
No.
Why not? We're going to try. So
Okay.
Jamie Walker, I'm going to go for it at least. Why not? Jamie Walker is going to be starting on the pole here tonight with Brad Collins in the number 22 to his outside. John Perkins is going to be starting in third with Chase Wilson starting in fourth. Ty Morosco is going to be starting in the fifth position with Brian Dees to his outside in sixth. Hayden Wheeler is going to be starting in seventh with Mark Arthur to his outside in eighth. Tyler Johnson is going to be starting in ninth with Michael Miller in 10th. Aaron Raymond will be rolling off P11 with Scott Smith to his outside in 12th. Down through the field, Kyle Wildman Wellman is going to be starting 13th. Cody Gibson 14th. Michael Falk is going to be rolling off in 15th with Thomas Freitas to his outside in 16th. Gary Miller is going to be starting 17th with Jan Van Leer starting 18th. Jordan DeCola is going to be starting 19th with Derek Paulson in 20th. Joshua Rutherford in 21st. David Martin in 22nd. Tanner Marr in 23rd. Michael Wood 24th. Ian Habiuk is going to be in 25th with Mike Hamlin in 26th. Chummy Miller in 27th. Jason Korn in 28th. Nicholas Okie in the 29th position. Paul Ellison in 30th. Robert Henry in 31st. Theodore Everhart is going to be 32nd. Christopher Hall is going to be 33rd. Amanda Sherman, 34th. Dave Seats, 35th. Corey Sherman, 36th. Rolling off in 37th is going to be Josh Beaver. Joshua Kane's going to be 38th. Jordan, I'm not going to try that last name, Jordan. I'm sorry. 39th. Samuel Lawson, the governor, is going to be starting in 40th. Aaron Bockover, 41st. Corey Rutherford, 42nd. Luke Peterson, 43rd. Donald Bennett, 44th. Brandon Mettler, 45th. Brody Mears, 46th. Aaron Maynard. Thunder Road's own Aaron Maynard, I'd like to point out, 47th. Chris Legou, 48th. Rick Hammond Jr., 49th. Blair Warner, Josh Carter, Tommy Cook, and Kobe Sutphin, I'm going to say Sutphin, rounds out your field here this evening. And Terry, I just got through as the grid music finished up there.
I was ready to take over at 25, but you kept going.
I figured I was on a roll. I was just going to let it ride, man. Let it ride.
And the driver in 84 starting 39, that Jordan Journeau is how it's pronounced. It's
Journeau.
French.
There we go.
Journeau, yeah.
Thank you, Terry.
Yep, you're welcome. I had to ask myself. All right, they're having a driver's meeting right now, Sam. The Hammer,
right. We got a
Garrett
great shot of the
Rainey,
field.
telling them what's going to happen.
Great shot of the field right here. Look at all the cars here on the tri-oval. Terry, they are all the way back to the restart zone. That's how many cars we got here.
Wow. And, well, Sam, who you picking, buddy?
Well, I guess I should pick somebody. I mean, I got 50-some people to choose, right? Let's see here. That's a good question, Terry. Let's see. Who do I want to give the old broadcaster's curse to? Do you got to pick, Terry?
I kind of do, but I don't want to take your pick because he's driving a TSP car.
Okay, yeah, I'm not. No, I don't want to give him some bad voodoo. How about we go with, you know what? I've gone with him before. He likes to ride in the back and just kind of hang out. I'm going to go with the 64, Joshua Rutherford.
You know what? I'm going to go with somebody who's not in the Blazing Pedals League. So, this 80 car, Theodore Everhart, that's my pick tonight.
So, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, Terry, I don't mean to walk over you there, but you know, let's have the chat interact with us tonight. Go ahead and get your picks out there. I mean, we got 55 people to choose from.
You want Sam to read them to you again? He will.
Yeah, I mean, I can go through the field. That's not a problem.
Guys, I tell you what, I am so happy to see 50-plus cars on this track tonight. Again, we cannot thank any of these guys enough for what they're doing. That's a field that is actually starting to roll, Sam.
Yeah, they're starting to roll off. We got a great shot of them rolling off, too, Terry. This is awesome. I'm sorry. I'm, like, so excited. This is a lot of cars. I mean, this is just going to be insanity here at Talladega. Y'all wanted Talladega Thunder. You got it here tonight on truesimproductions.
So, one thing I forgot to tell Tim and Ethan. So, Blazing Pedals this season is dedicating the season to Ethan Habiuk. So, we will have Ethan's name on every Blazing Pedals car this season. And Ethan, I hope you like that, and I hope you guys get to stick around and watch some races on these Sundays coming up.
We see everybody putting their picks out in chat. See people going for Aaron Raymond. Everhart for the win. Top 30 separated by 10 thousandths in qualifying. Tim Habiuk, we see you out there. 64. We got another person going for Rutherford. All right. That's what I like to see. And everybody, let's show Ethan how much y'all care. Please, if you could, just a simple hashtag Ethan Strong in the chat. We greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. And if you, I don't know if you heard what Tim said, but I think they got this race on the big screen in their house.
They do. That's exactly what he said.
That's so awesome. So we already got drivers, Sam, calling out. They're going to the back as soon as this thing starts.
That's an interesting move. I mean, how far back do you want to go, though, Terry? I mean, this is a long train of cars.
Now get this. Jamie Walker in that 99 also called it out. He is going to the back as soon as this thing starts.
There we go.
Here we go, boys. Pace car's getting down.
Look at the great shot of the field we got. Full house here today at Talladega. Hashtag Ethan Strong in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Jamie Walker's going to lead him down to the restart zone.
So one thing you don't want to do with this restart zone, you don't want to be that car to take off really fast, because we know this group of 50-plus cars will catch you, and they will pass you.
Green flag is in the air here at Talladega for this charity event. Talladega Thunder. Look at the field as they go barreling down into 1 and 2. I mean, this is, I don't know who to look at, Terry. This is insanity right now. We're going to stay up to the front of the field right now. Jamie Walker, still your race leader. John Perkins now right behind him on the inside lane. Tom Roscoe giving him a little bit of a shove right there. And guys who watch this race later, we are going to try and show everybody on this broadcast, but with 50-some of you, it's going to be difficult.
Chase Wilson was pushing Collins there for a second and backed off. Collins is now going to have to be a sitting duck probably. Oh, no, he jumped in front of Jamie Walker in that 99 car, but he's got the 33 of John Perkins right behind him. Brian D's on the outside behind that 13 of Chase Wilson.
Now, we've seen that 99 in other leagues before, Jamie Walker. I think if you want anybody behind him right now, that's who you want.
Remember, Jamie Walker hollered out he will be going to the back. I almost bet he does it here on this back stretch.
So we got one dropping out of line back there. I'm not sure who that is. Bunch of I'm trying to get at my bearings here, ladies and gentlemen, trying to figure out where everybody's at. We got two lines formed up right now. They are side by side for the race lead. And Terry, what was the fuel window you said again? Let's remind everybody.
Fuel window should be right about 20 to 22. As I'm watching the 23 of Jan Van Leer, electrical problems coming out of that 23 car. I hope that doesn't hurt him later on.
So it looks like the field is kind of split up a little bit. If we go back, you got Gary Miller. He's on the back of this first pack. And then we go back to David Martin. He's kind of fallen off a little bit. I don't know if people are just trying to get synced up with teammates or who they're working with tonight. But, I mean, right now we're looking at the 22nd position. of Joshua Rutherford. He's got Tanner Marr on the inside right now. Now, these guys need to get formed up if they're going to want to stay with this lead pack.
Absolutely, that 9 of Nick Akia, he needs to get up there behind that 64 and push a little bit. Like you just said, they got to get formed up if they want to catch this lead pack. Granted, we're only 3 laps into a 100-lap race.
Well, let's go back up to the front of the field where they are still 2 by 2, pretty much all the way back to about, I want to say almost the 20th position right now, Terry. But Brad Collins fighting hard on that inside lane with Chase Wilson leading the outside lane. Jamie Walker's going to pull out of line.
Jamie Walker to 99 now going backwards. Mark Arthur on the high side. He's actually going backwards now, too. He's going to the back.
So some strategy being played here by a couple of drivers. They're going to drop to the rear of the field. Maybe not liking what they're seeing right now. Maybe seeing some pushes that they're just not ready for yet. I mean, we're lap 4 of a 100-lap race. Now, there is money on the line for the stages. There's prizes going on here tonight, too, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, we're going to see everybody racing really hard as Brian Dees, he got around the 13 and now dropped down in front of Brad Collins leading that inside line.
We've seen that 22 of Collins do pretty well in these restrictor plates, Sam.
Yeah, and I mean, let's talk about the guy right behind him, John Perkins in the number 33. I mean, these guys are teammates over on the Blazing Pedal side of things for Speed Mafia. So, you know, Brad Collins has got his teammate right behind him. That nothing more you could ask for right there.
Just kind of looking around the track like you was, seeing some guys dropping to the back. They're not nose to tail like I thought they was going to be. Everybody's doing good here with 5 laps into this race, just stretching everybody out.
Chase Wilson is now being showed in the race leader. Let's see who gets it crossing the line. Ty Morosco pushing that number 13 car right now as they go back into 1 and 2. Little wiggle right there from Ty Morosco, kind of bobbing and weaving a little bit, trying to stay on the back bumper of that number 13. Give him a shot coming down the back straightaway.
Now, while he's doing that 27 of Michael Miller was trying to follow in Ty's footsteps and just couldn't do it. Ty'd go left, Michael went right.
So far, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better race right now. Remember, everybody, there's 53 cars going on right now at Talladega. Let's go all the way back. Let's take a look at Corey Rutherford. He's in 48th position. And no, your ears are not deceiving you. I did say 48.
48 back here. He's got Luke Peterson trying to catch up to him, and Christopher Legue in that 71 trying to catch up to Peterson in that 71 car.
Chris Legue running a pretty awesome paint scheme too, Terry. He's got TRJ karting all over that car.
Well, looking at the car behind him in that 77, Rick Hammond Jr., he's got TRJ on the back of his car and on the side in that 77 car. So TRJ strong tonight too.
These are also teammates that we know of, Terry, the 71 and the 77 working together back here. So I'm looking at Tanner Marr here in about 34th position. So there's a pack of cars right behind him. They're 2 by 2. I think these guys need to get single file, or I'm not sure. I think Tanner might be hanging off this lead pack, just trying to play it safe right now, Terry.
Very well could be. Like I said, we've seen Jamie Walker and Mark Arthur kind of fall to the back. I think that's what they're doing. I mean, you and I both done restrictive plate racing, Sam. Stuff can happen quick here, and if you're not on your game, you can get caught up into something that would just tear all these cars up. Now, remember, every car out here tonight does have 2 quick repairs. So they get in a wreck, they bring it into pits, get that thing repaired like brand new, bring it back out.
Great racing going on so far. We're only 8 laps into this thing, man, and everybody is just giving it their all. Again, 2 by 2, pretty much all the way back to almost 20th position. No, let's see. Let's actually get you a real number here. I mean, it just keeps going, Terry. They start single filing out about 31st position.
Yeah, and back that far, they really need to do something, either get in line or try to work it a little bit.
Taking a look at the number 24 of the Governor, Samuel Lawson. He's back here riding him in the back of this pack. He's got Mark Arthur right behind him and Dave Seats in the 14 right in front of him. Still green flag here, 9 laps in, coming to take a lap 10 here at Talladega. And ladies and gentlemen, if you give me 1 second here, Terry, take over for just a second.
Well, I was just thinking, Sam, in about 10 laps, 12 laps, we're going to have pit stops. I don't know if I even want to watch that. We get all these cars, and I'm sure they're all going to be coming in their own little groups, maybe short pitting, or we might have 50 some odd cars trying to get down there all at the same time. But that could be I can't even say the word catastrophe, or it could be really upsetting for some drivers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, want to point out, I just put the donation link in the YouTube chat once again. If you would like to donate to a good cause, please head over to PayPal, send Mark a few bucks. Mark Arthur is handling all the money, and we'll be sending it over to Tim Habiuk once the race is over tonight. Hopefully you can give us a solid number too, Terry, before we head out, and let us know what we raised for the Habiuk family.
Yeah, we get closer to the end. I will holler at Mark Arthur to see if he's going to be able to get us a number of help. We might have to talk to him at the end of the race anyway. He may win this thing. We don't know.
I think we're going to be talking to quite a few people before the night's over. So, ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We're just getting started here on truesimproductions. Down the back straightaway, it's still Brian Dees fighting Chase Wilson. Brian Dees to the bottom side of the racetrack with Chase Wilson in the middle. Chase is leading that outside lane. He's got Ty Morosco right behind him. And Michael Miller in the number 27 back there behind Ty. Looks like that inside lane, though, starting to break up a little bit, Terry, and that is going to hurt them if they don't get formed up.
Absolutely. And, I was wondering, Sam, because the 22 and the 1 is not really pushing the issue of pushing a driver. The 17 and 13, they got to use all that fuel. And so they're really not getting a whole lot of help.
So real quick, Terry, I want to point out Derek Paulson, number 6 right now. He's on the top side of the racetrack. I don't know if he's trying to get back in line, but he made a move to make it 3 wide, and he's not dropping back. So Derek Paulson wants to go to the front.
Derek Paulson may be looking for that halfway money right there, Sam. But so little squiggly on next to the 27. Wow, he's making it tight, that's for sure.
And nobody has gone with him, and I'm surprised that he's able to stick up there, maybe using a bit of that side draft to just hang with these guys. A little contact with the number 32.
Wow.
So I don't know. I think Tom's trying to jump up in front of him. So no, Tom's going to get back down in line, leave Derek hanging out to dry. You got Ian Habiuk up here in the number 16. He's in the mix.
Ian Habiuk, I don't know if he's laying back, maybe trying to give the 6 some room to get in, but he ain't doing it now. There ain't no room for that car to fit.
No, I think at this point, yeah, there you go. Ian lets Derek fall back in line. Now we got another driver up on the top side of the racetrack. That's Jordan DeCola in the 58. Caution flag on the speedway, Terry.
Oh, man.
And there's a lot of people. Yeah, now the sim's going to go crazy for a minute here, everybody. There is so much going on. Let's see if we can't get a replay on what happened. Oh, Nick Okie to the outside wall. That checks up a bunch of people. It looks like the 14 involved. Mark Arthur getting a piece of it.
Oh,
Cody
man.
Gibson, Sam Lawson involved. So we are under caution here for the first time tonight. Brian Dees, your race leader.
And Sam, I bet these drivers, man, now I can take a little breather here for a second.
I think we need a breather too, Terry. I mean, why don't we go ahead and shout out a few people while we're under caution here?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
Back live here on truesimproductions, and we are re-racking them, restacking them, and getting ready to fire off one more time here at Talladega. A couple of drivers did decide to come down pit road there, Terry.
Yeah, we had a few. I know one of them's motor was, was gone. But race control come down on this, gave the number 9 car, the EOL. I guess they found him to blame for this. Him in the 05 of David Martin got involved with that. And the hammer, he dropped that buddy on the 09.
Yeah, everybody, we do want to point out that race control is live tonight. Garrett has stepped out. We call him the Hammer, and he is definitely laying the hammer here tonight.
As these guys are starting to get this thing back up to re-rack them. A lot of stuff has happened here. We got Brad Collins, John Perkins, Ty Morosco, Michael Miller, and the 29 of Hayden Wheeler. Those are the top 5 at the moment. Now, again, only a few guys come down to that caution. So we got maybe about 5 or 6 laps left now because they're going so slow, saving a little bit of fuel.
Well, here's the thing too, Terry. We only got about 10 laps to go before stage 1 ends. So we're going to get a caution here in under 10 laps, basically. How hard are these guys going to race for this stage 1 win? That's what I'm curious to see.
So I'm thinking our top 4 of Collins, Perkins, Morosco, Miller, they were up there before this happened, so they've been using a lot of fuel. I don't think they're going to make the stage.
Field in the hands of Brian Dees in the restart zone. Pace car is pulled down pit road. Dees brings them down to the restart zone, fires them off. We're back under green. It looks like a good start for the number 17. But Brad Collins doesn't seem like he got going that quick. Ty Morosco all over the back bumper. Ty's going to slide down. Now, let's point this out, Terry. The 17 and the 1 car, they are teammates over on the Blazing Pedal side of things.
Correct. They are. But I think that was maybe Dee's done that on purpose so Ty Morosco could jump up there and push like he is.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's trying to get into a single file line almost, but nobody really trying to force the issue right now. We go back, take a look at Aaron Raymond in the 68. He's got Hayden Wheeler right behind him. First car up on the top side of the racetrack is Michael Miller in the number 27.
Michael Miller with the number 2 car of Gary Miller pushing him with the 6 car of Paulson on the outside. Wildman Wellman in the 42 out there pushing on the 6 car.
The 2 car is going to get pushed out 3 wide here, Terry. Looks like Derek might have pushed the issue, trying to go through the middle here. 2 car near the outside wall.
20. Wow, making it 3 wide here. Maybe the 27-2 had different plans. Maybe they want to go to the back.
Looks like they're kind of working together, Terry, because that 27 car jumped right up in front of that 2 car rather quickly, trying to get a 3rd lane going here. Hayden Wheeler now leads the outside lane.
Taylor Wheeler also in an MF design car. Michael Falk Racing Design. He must be down there with them boys in that team speak. So they're working together.
So I'm not sure if the 2 car and the 27 wanted to go to the front. They dropped back, Terry. They dropped back almost, I'm trying to find them on the charts here. They dropped back to the end of that line, basically. Let's put it that way. They're the last cars there on the outside lane. Brian D's still leading, but that outside lane's getting formed up, and they got a heck of a push.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That outside line's got a lot of energy moving forward here. As a 16 is actually slowly coming up to the 42. That's going to give them 4 cars to basically 2. Looks like the 22 of Collins is just backing off a little bit.
Derek Paulson is giving Hayden Wheeler a heck of a shot in the 3 and 4. Give Hayden Wheeler the race lead as of right now, but that inside lane has the momentum coming off of 4.
Hayden Wheeler, I can see him winning this stage. He's not used to fuel like the 17 and the 1 and 6 has.
I mean, he's in position to do so right now. As long as he kind of just stays where he's at, doesn't really make too big of a move, I think Derek's going to stay right on his back bumper.
Kind of looking at that 29, Sam, it looks like the back of his car might have a little bit of damage. Maybe with that 6 up there underneath of him, it's helping a lot. 42 of Wellman just pushing all over the back of that 6 car in Paulson.
Yeah, oh wow, man. He's going to have to be careful, though. Remember, you can't push the pusher.
As Dees jumps back up front with the 1 of Tom Roscoe pushing him.
Yeah, they're going to be under 5 laps to go here in the first stage when they cross the line. Brian Dees leads the inside lane. Ty Morosco right behind him. Hayden Wheeler leads that outside lane.
I think if the 16 car of Habiuk, if he would just get up there with that 42 a little bit, they may be able to get that top line to go a little bit faster.
It looks like Wellman keeps wanting to go 3 wide here. Maybe wants Ian to go with him. We're on board with Ian Habiuk right now. Great shot from the cockpit of the number 16.
Ian Habiuk, they used to call him the kid, but we can't do that anymore, Sam.
No, we can't. It's good to see him back out on the racetrack, though, and running up inside the top 10.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know Tim talked to me the other day. He said that Ian's getting the itch and jumping back in that car to go racing again.
Well, things are starting to heat up here, Terry. I mean, you can tell these guys are racing really hard right now. They want to win this first stage.
I mean, we got them pretty much 2 by 2 by 2 by. I can't even go that far.
Yeah, they're 2 by 2 pretty much the whole way back. It is a battle up front,
on the outside. I don't know where he got that burst of energy from.
That's Brody Mears in the 72 trying to make a 3rd lane up there. Starting to lose some time, though. Someone's going to have to jump up there and help him. Looks like maybe Dave Seats, if that's him back. Yeah, that's Dave Seats in the 14 back there. Might have thought about it for a second, but just doesn't have the run just yet. Lap 23 of 100 coming to finish off the stage here in just a couple laps.
Brody in that 72.
Oh, Hayden Wheeler. Hayden Wheeler got doored by Wellman up the track, trying to come back down in front of Ian Habiuk. I'm sorry, Terry, but Hayden almost got up into the outside wall here, lost a lot of momentum trying to slot back down in line. Back up to the front. Brian D's your race leader. Brad Collins now leads the top lane. Got Derek Paulson right behind him. Kyle Wildman Wellman up there in the mix as well. Aaron Raymond and John Perkins are down there on the bottom side of the racetrack too. Don't count out that number 32 of Tom Friedis.
Hayden Wheeler's got some speed in that 29 car, Sam. 16 is just coming along.
Making a move.
Oh, making a big move on the outside.
He got a huge run through the tri-oval, Terry, and he took it going into 1, but nobody went with him.
You got the 10 car of who's in that, Colby Sutsman coming up behind him. Maybe you get a little help.
You got Mike Hamlin up there in the number 11 too. He's starting to get in the mix here, 3 wide down the back straightaway.
Somebody wants to win this first stage, Sam.
I'd say everybody wants to win this first stage, and anything can happen still. Brian D still holds on to the lead right now, but it's not by much.
Wildman Wellman goes on the outside of the 6 of Paulson.
He saw that lane getting formed up on the high side, Terry. He's going to try and make something happen here. Tries to drop back down.
Here come Wheeler back again on the outside. Oh, yeah, Wellman jumps.
He doesn't know where he wants to go.
I know.
He keeps moving up, moving down. Now I think he's not going to have enough time to move up. Yeah, he's always going to try it. Caution flag is in the air. Now, is that the stage, Terry?
That is stage yellow.
All right. So when the caution flew, it's showing Brian Dees. I think Brian Dees might have got the stage win.
I believe you might be right.
So Brian Dees is going to be your stage 1 winner.
So the Venom Truck Series will donate $10 to the charity, and Brian Dees will also win $10.
Big shout out to the Venom Truck Series for that donation.
Again, for maybe some people just joining us, if you look in the chat, there is a PayPal link up there if you want to donate tonight for the special event for the Habiuk family. Please do. $5, $10, $1 million, whatever you want to donate. The Habiuk family, I know, would appreciate that tremendously. I think pit road's about ready to get busy, Sam.
Well, Terry, with 53 drivers out on the track, I'd say it's going to get really busy. Unless we had some guys maybe playing some fuel games back there. There was a second pack off of this first pack, man, and they were way back.
I don't believe they've saved that much fuel. Here they come.
And of course, iRacing is going to go all wonky. Everybody, this is the first time I've ever tried to render this many cars on track, so bear with us. Technology is going to technology, right, Terry? Oh, we got one spinning on pit road.
Oh, no.
That's a 68 of Aaron Raymond. He tried to almost pit backwards there, Terry.
We got 2 guys pitting in 1 stall.
There's going to be a lot of that, Terry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, my everything's just going completely wild right now. It's trying to put too many cars out on track, Terry.
So
yeah. While this is cool, I don't think we're going to do 53 cars again.
Oh man, yeah. Now it's catching up on the broadcast.
It's trying.
Woo! Yeah. So this is the 44 stayed out, the 23 stayed out. Wow.
Yeah, but it's showing Aaron Bockover is almost 10 laps down, Terry.
That I don't see how.
That's what it's showing on my timing and scoring. Aaron Bockover, 44. He's on lap 15.
Maybe he's one of them got caught up in that wreck earlier.
It's very possible.
But why wouldn't you use a quick repair?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
No.
How about this? How about this? Let's talk to if I can even find him. There's so many drivers out here. I'm trying to find the number 17 of Brian Dees. Maybe we can pull him up and you can have a quick chat with him.
Well, let's just remember he's in race room 8.
Well, if you want to pull him up, then by all means pull him up. I'm trying to find him on timing and scoring here.
Give me 1 second.
There he is.
I gotta move some stuff around.
See if we can't get a quick word in.
I don't have enough room on my computer.
Let's see here. Where is he at? You got him. You got him.
Brian D, Sam Terry got us.
I got you. How's it going?
Buddy, what's going on out there? It looks like you guys are having a blast, actually.
Yeah, it's fun. Definitely something different, kind of take the pressure off. It's, obviously this race is all about Ethan. Hopefully can put a smile on his face. That's what it's all about. So there's no pressure of points racing, there's no egos involved.
I guarantee he's got a smile on his face. I've got to talk to him a couple times tonight. But D's, real quick, the Venom Truck Series, you won stage 1. That is $10 to you, my friend, and $10 goes to charity also.
Yeah, I'd actually like to donate my winnings to the charity as well.
Brian, that's awesome, man. I will mark it down. That way we will know this at the end of the race. Thank you, sir. We do appreciate that.
Absolutely.
We'll get you back down to race room 8, but how's the race do you think is going so far? Pretty good?
Pretty good so far. I was able to hook up with my teammate Ty there and kept out front to the end of the stage there. So as long as we can keep doing that for the rest of the race, that's the best case scenario, I think.
All right, buddy. Well, I'll get you back down there if I can find it, okay?
Ethan, keep smiling, buddy. Hope you get better soon. Hope you enjoy the race.
Thanks, Brian. There we go. I got him, Terry. He's good.
Yeah, I just see now I can do it better now. Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but these cars are just going wild, man. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize.
So right now the race is it's actually showing Ty Morosco, I believe. No,
it's
Jan Van Leer.
Yeah, Jan Van Leer with Tommy Cook to his outside.
I had the wrong screen pulled up, but yeah. Jan Van Leer, Tommy Cook. It's your first look at there in the third. It's Aaron Maynard up 44 spots, but Tommy Cook is up 50 spots.
That's insane, man. That's just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. 50 spots. Green flag back out in the air. Aaron Maynard. How about Corey Sherman up there, Terry? And Aaron Maynard just dropped behind him. Now, let's talk about this 46 car. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a actual real-life broadcaster for Thunder Road.
Yeah, Thunder Road, again, it's up there in Barry, Vermont. That's where Adam works. And I've been up there, listened to him do a few races. Adam Maynard's good, but we can never get him in here to do one of these races for some reason. But he is working with that 3-car of Corey Sherman. Corey Sherman, what is that number in front of him? Is that the 08? What is that?
That is the 08 of Tommy Cook, yeah.
Oh, okay. And look back here again, we got Brian D. Well, now we got Ty Morosco, Brian Dees, Derek Paulson, and Wildman Wellman working on that outside line. And looks like we're making good time with that.
Derek Paulson's going to make it 3 wide. He's got Wildman pushing him now. We got problems in the back. Hayden Wheeler, it looks like, into the outside wall. And I am not sure what is going on with iRacing, everybody. I do apologize for this.
Just trying to render everything, Sam.
That's what it is. I can't. Oh, Derek Paulson's going to try and make a move, go down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Slides down in front of his teammate.
Kobe Suffin's going to have to get behind that 42 car. Wellman help him. Here comes the 32 of, oh my, I can't. Thomas Freitas in that 32?
Tom Freitas.
Here's somebody we ain't looked at really a lot. Is that 55, Paul Ellison? But the 16, Ian Habiuk, he is back up there in that top 10 again.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Terry. I'm just trying to see if I can't figure this out right now. I don't.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm just trying to
I'm just
maybe
sitting watching. I'm watching the front row here, the 42 on the outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original eSport racing game. This is iRacing.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I do apologize about that. Trying to rectify this issue we've been having on the back end. of cars disappearing. I think we got it fixed. Everything seems to have settled down now. Derek Paulson is your race leader with Ty Morosco right behind him.
Ty Morosco's been giving him a big old push, Sam, while you were trying to fix everything there. Also, the 10 car, Colby Sutphin, has been all over the back of that 42, but yet the 42 and the 10 has not been able to make a move to get up there to the front.
Kyle Wellman is side drafting the 6 right there. Big side draft, trying to get out to the lead. I think he's trying to clear the 6 and drop down in front of him and start working that inside lane.
17 and D's got a nice little run. I think he's trying to get up there to that 1, or maybe he's just staying back there saving a little bit of fuel. 32 coming up on the 10 car. Whoa, I thought he was going to just push him on through there.
Still a long way to go here. And we still got quite a few laps before we hit the second stage. Ty Morosco looked like he might have tried to slide up in front of Wellman right there, but thought better of it as we come out of turn 4.
And that's only a handful of cars right there, Sam, coming, right there. There has to be another pack somewhere.
So Aaron Bockover is getting put another lap down here. He stays to the high side of the racetrack as you see how much the speed difference is there. And they're also coming up on a lap car of Hayden Wheeler. Hayden has a lot of damage to that race car, Terry.
Yeah, Hayden Wheeler at lap 30 got caught up with this 06 car and the, I think the 29.
They're trying to work their way around Hayden Wheeler. A lot going on back here. Maybe some miscommunication on some spotters' parts right there, Terry. I'm sorry, but they tried to make their way around Hayden Wheeler. They went 3 wide, almost 4 wide, trying to clear that lap car.
And Hayden Wheeler is staying down on the bottom. That's where he's been since they started going around him. So, yeah, miscommunication somewhere, definitely.
Derek Paulson, your race leader. Ty Morosco runs second with Brian Dees right behind him there in third. Kyle, Wildman Wellman holds on to fourth. Kyle leading the outside lane right now. Are we going to see some green flag pit stops here before the stage end, Terry?
I would think some of these guys would. I would think.
We're going to have to find out, as there's a big line of cars back here just trying to get caught back up to this front pack. Tom Freitas is out there doing a good job. He's right behind Wellman there on the top side. And how about someone we haven't mentioned all night so far? Paul Ellison in that number 55.
Yeah, Paul Ellison worked his way up there in the top 10. I think before we had the last caution and the stage caution. Paul working his way up there at 72. Brody Mears, we talked about him a couple times. He's got a big run on that outside.
He's about a car length off the guy in front of him right now. Trying to get a run right here. Maybe trying to make it 3 wide, make something happen. We got about 15 laps before we end stage number 2.
I just heard the 46 call out. He's pulling into the pits. Maybe it's time for some of these guys to make a pit stop.
So now here's the question, Terry. You got to get down.
Maynard Spence coming into the pits.
Looks like you got to go. Yeah, you got to go in the right way.
23. Man, yeah. Pit road's about ready to get busy, Sam.
What are we hearing on the radio, Terry?
I've got 4 or 5 drivers already calling out their pits. Yeah, Corey Rutherford just called his out, that number 5 car. Josh Rutherford about ready to come down pit lane.
Oh, here comes a whole bunch of them, Terry. Paul Ellison's one of them.
Looks like some of these guys that was running up in the top 10 coming down through here. Paul Ellison, Corey Sherman, the 23 of Jan Van Leer.
So the question is, what do you do here? Do you take tires? It looks like Paul Ellison's just going to get fuel only. Let's go back up to this front pack. Kyle Wellman showing him in the lead right now. He jumps down in front of the 6. Oh! Big wiggle there by the number 42. Looks like you got a bad push from the number 6. Oh, my. Oh, wow.
If you can see the back of the 42 car, he's got an indentation in there now. That 6 car should fit right in the back of that bumper.
I don't think Derek lifted right there. I think he said, all right, you want to come down in front of me, we going to go.
Lap car up on the top there. That's the 30 car of, let me find him here real quick, Donald Bennett.
These guys make their way around him, and now we're starting to have some blinky issues again. It seems to have quieted down once again. Again, everybody, I just want to point out we are trying to render 55 cars here tonight while streaming, so if that happens, I do apologize. It should try to even itself out. We've been doing good so far. Who's going to be the next set of drivers to bring it down pit side? Thought Timer Roscoe there was for a second.
Man, I'm not even going to try that, Sam. I'd be telling a lie. One thing I do want to mention to everybody out there, if you have not done so yet, in our chat, there is a PayPal link if you would like to donate tonight for Ethan and the Habiuk family. Please do so. That'd be awesome. Got some people out there. Well, we got one calling for Colby in a 10 for the win. 80 Everhart is a sleeper for the win. So we got different people calling out different drivers, Sam, for the win tonight.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different fans of a bunch of different people out here tonight, Terry. I see a lot of different drivers being picked, and are we going to see pit stops this time? Nobody pitting yet.
So real quick, everybody's out there watching, hit that subscribe button. Sam and I are in here every Sunday night doing the Blazing Pedals race. If you want to watch that, just came same site that you're seeing right here tonight. And I know Sam and Tanner do races through the week here at TSP. So hit that subscribe and find out when we're all doing races.
Yeah, truesimproductions is pretty much live almost every day of the week.
And we appreciate everybody being out there, that's for sure. 72 up there on the top side, Sam. Looks like he wants to go for the lead.
Yeah, look at the crazy side draft he just gave the 32 at Tom Frieda. See, there was almost contact right there, Terry. That's Brody Mears in the 72 up on the top side of the racetrack, trying to make it 3 wide, trying to make something happen. Ooh, big side draft there on the 27, almost make contact. He's going to slot back down in line.
He did try it in that 72, that's for sure. And Michael Wood says, oh no, we're 3 wide when he was up there. So lots not changing up in this front, Sam. Not really a whole lot.
No, it kind of looks like everybody's kind of calmed down a little bit. They seem to be happy where they're riding. But, again, you got 4 cars up on the top lane, right? And those guys, they're going to have to get down to the bottom lane at some point if they're going to pit before this stage is over.
So I'm kind of looking at the speeds right now. Derek Paulson in the 6 is about 185. Kyle Wellman, 185. I know in a draft, these cars will run almost 190, 192.
You think they're lifting trying to save a little bit of fuel? I mean, I don't know if they'd be able to make it. Because remember, you got to make it, right? Then you got to come around and catch the pace car under caution. I mean, you might be pushing it here.
Man, that'd be something if one of these guys up front ran out of fuel tonight. 98 with a big push on that 32 car of Thomas Freitas.
Yeah, that's Mike Wood in the number 98. He's up 21 positions since the start of this race.
Remember tonight, the biggest mover of the race that has a good qualifying will receive a free paint from CJR Graphics. Corey Rutherford. Thank you, Corey, for all that.
Outside lane kind of getting a run right here. Inside lane's a little bit more formed up as of right now. Ian Habiuk hanging on to the back of that inside lane. You got Brad Collins back there. And how about Chase Wilson in the number 13 and Mark Arthur back there in the 12.
So we see Mark Arthur in that 12 drop back earlier in the race, and looked like he might be trying to make his way back up to the front, Sam.
Yeah, he's hanging on to the tail end of this lead pack pretty much, just riding right behind that 13 car. Not in no big hurry.
So one I want to mention real quick is the 99, Jamie Walker. He was our pole sitter, sitting back all the way in 21st place. I don't know. Maybe he shouldn't have dropped back like he did. Now he's trying to make his way back up to the front, I believe.
Yeah, he's back in 21st place, ladies and gentlemen. And this pack back here pretty much looks like it's a lead pack. I mean, you got a bunch of guys up on the top lane, and the inside lane's pretty formed up. You got the governor down there third on the inside lane in this pack, or I'm sorry, fourth on the inside lane. You got Chris Legou in there. Got the two-car, yeah, they got the two-car Gary Miller. Ooh, Chris pushes up the racetrack a little bit right there. Aaron Maynard looks like he's back in this mix as well, but Aaron Maynard showing currently a lap down.
Yeah, we got a big old handful that's showing one lap down. 36 up the first is all on the lead lap at the moment. Or Donald Bennett would be your first driver that is one lap down.
We're back up to the front of the field right now. Still Tom Freitas and Kyle Wildman Wellman going for the lead right now. Just kind of been bouncing back and forth. The 6 cars staying on the back bumper, the 42, and Ty Morosco and Brian Dees. Those guys, they're all teammates right there. Second, third, and fourth on the inside lane.
Well, Sam, we've talked about this before, super speedways. When aren't you a team at a super speedway? Lap, 99 and a half?
I don't know, man. I think you got teammates, yeah, at least till the last lap. And then I think everything goes out the window. This lead pack of cars is actually starting to catch a line of cars in the back there, Terry. Let's see if we can't get a camera on them. It looks like you got Amanda Sherman, Jan Van Leer. I think Corey Sherman's in this mix as well with Paul Ellison. Now, these were drivers who came down and pit on lap 41. Maybe playing a little bit different of a strategy as we just now take 50 laps to go.
Yeah, I just heard that Theodore Earhart, I believe, Freitas and them, not Freitas, I'm sorry, a few other guys are starting to call pits out again.
So that's the thing here, Terry. I mean, we only got a couple of laps here till the stage ends. You see Tom, he's going to drop down to the bottom side of the racetrack. That leaves Mike Wood out to dry and the 27 of Michael Miller.
Thomas Freitas, 40. Oh, here we go. Everybody getting a woe down pretty good. Wellman, man. Woo.
Oh, Darren Paulson.
This is 6 Paulson. Sam, looks like the 29 of Hayden Wheeler has loaded her up on the hauler and went home, buddy.
Unfortunate for the number 29. Glad he came out.
Yeah, absolutely. Hayden, if you watch this back, thanks for coming out. I mean, you was running good up there in the front early. Man, wish you could have kept it up there. Fuel only for the 42 of Wellman and the 32 of Freitas.
49 laps to go right now. Are we going to see the number 98 and the number 27 come down pit road right now? They are out in front. Then you go back to third, which is 18 seconds behind the race leader. And this is that pack with Paul Ellison in them in it.
Just seen Dave Cease about ready to start. I think he's about ready to come down pit lane. As the 27 and the 98 did pit together. They're going to probably work together trying to get out of here, I would think.
Jamie Walker brings him, and it looks like Josh Beaver down pit road in the 18. Those who were shown as the race lead, or up near the race lead. Ty Morosco showing 5th right now. Him and Brian Dees. I think those are going to be your top 2 here.
And Jamie Walker making that long drive down the pit lane to that very first pit box.
So right now it's showing Michael Wood as the race leader, but you see Ty Morosco and Brian Dees coming to your screen right there. They're going to go flying around him, so give the lead to Ty Morosco. So here's the thing, Terry. You got your team out in front, right? You're pretty much by yourselves. You're going to have a train of cars coming. Does Brian Dees push Ty Morosco to win stage number 2 and help his teammate out?
Very well could, since Dees already won the first one. I can see him doing that. Pit lane is actually being closed, Sam, so we're about ready to take that stage caution.
Yeah, it's going to be coming up here in a couple more laps. With the pits closing, that means there's 2 to go left in the stage.
Oh, Sam, Jordan Journeau, he's actually thrown his stuff on the hauler. I guess he's heading back to the house, too.
Ooh, almost contact there with the race leader with that number 38 car. Ty's going to drop down in front of him, so is Dees. They're going to try and pick him up right now because they need these cars, or else that pack with Wellman in them, they're going to go flying by him. I mean, here you come. You got Tom Freitas all over the back bumper of Kyle Wellman.
And here comes Wellman in that 42 into my frame with that 32 of Freitas just pushing. They got to make something happen right here at 55. We go to the caution.
Caution's out.
Oh, that is an accident. Check on Michael Miller.
Michael Miller looks fine. I think it's Chummy Miller we need to look at here. Let's see. Oh yeah, the 06. It looks like the 58 make contact. Oh yeah, big contact. Chummy Miller goes for a ride at Talladega, ladies and gentlemen. He barrel rolled that thing a few times. Let's go back and take another look at it. So going in the corner right there, they make contact. And then it's just like, I don't know if the 58 comes up right there, if the 06 comes down. But those two making contact. That's going to bring out the caution. And now, Terry, it looks like Ty Morosco is going to be our Stage 2 winner.
Absolutely. They get everything situated. Maybe we'll pull Ty in, let him know, and congratulate him real quick.
Just to make sure they don't want to go down pit road or anything. We'll give them a second here just to double check and make sure.
Absolutely.
I would imagine that number 1 machine is going to bring it down pit side. It is the smartest thing to do, right? They did just come get fuel, but everybody wants to be on that same strategy for the end of this race. So far, a top 8 on pit road right now.
And of course, you know, the teammates are going to probably play this out all together. We got the 1 and the 17 coming down together.
And I think this is just going to be another fuel-only stop. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put my foot in my mouth because the right sides just went up on the 1 and the 17.
Yeah, I was looking at the same thing you was. Tom Roscoe down, Brian Dees down, out.
Yeah, but the thing is, Terry, is that there are a few drivers who elected to stay out. And that would be the 15 of Brandon Medler being one of those drivers. The 80 of Theodore Everhart was another one to stay out.
My pick.
So, Terry, you know what? He's coming off pit road right now. I'll go ahead and pull him up for you here.
Matt?
You go ahead and talk to our Stage 2 winner, and that's Ty Morosco. You got him.
Ty, you got Terry and Sam, got us?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Heck of a run there, man. We've been kind of watching you guys, the NFRD drivers. Man, you guys are blazing the trail out there. How's it feeling out there?
Yeah, it feels good. Obviously, these MFRD motors came to show tonight. Pretty fast. It's a little loose out there. It's pretty hot. I think track temp's like above 130, so that's pretty ridiculous. But it's fun, man. It's fun out front, I tell you that.
Well, I'll let you know right now, FullSend Graphics has donated $10 to the charity, and also you get $10 for leading that stage, bud.
Yeah, I'll take it, but I would like to donate that back to the charity as well. We can do anything we can help with these guys, and through the hard times. I know it's hard for all of them, so I'd like to donate my $10 back to them.
Well, Ty, that's awesome, man. I will write it down, and I'll let Mark know at the end of the race that that's what you have decided to do. So, are we going to see that number 1 win this, or are you going to help the 17 to win it?
I guess we'll see. If I'm behind him, I'm probably going to push him to win. I like pushing a lot more than leading, so that's probably how it's going to end up happening. But we got a fast MFRD Ford Mustang, so hopefully we can keep it out front and maybe go win this thing.
You just lost your pusher.
Well, I know. He forgot to change his fuel, and they didn't put enough fuel in the car, so his up on his end. I don't know what's going on with that team, but at the moment, but we're getting going here.
All right, bud. We'll get you back down there. Good luck.
All right. Thank you, guys.
This driver of the number 1 Ty Marosco, stage number 2 winner. Gonna go out there and try and win the whole thing, Terry. What do you think?
I can see it happen. I mean, he's got Wellman back here. I'm sure Dees will make his way back up through there. But now he's got to contend with Brandon Mettler in the 15, Brad Collins in 22, and Theodore Everhart in the 80. So we're going to see what that one can do.
Yeah, so I mean, Brandon Mettler, he last pit on lap 51, had a 9-second pit stop. So I imagine he got that fuel cell pretty full if he was confident enough to stay out here. And you know what, Terry? It got him the track position. That's where you want to be right now.
Absolutely. And let's see, about what, 8 cars back? That 16 car, he's back up at Ian Habiuk.
It's like race control kind of tell them where everybody in the rear of the field where they need to be. A lot going on here tonight at Talladega, ladies and gentlemen. Race control has their work cut out for them tonight. To watch 53 cars, Terry.
53 cars. Wow. I know, man.
Big shout out to Garrett up in the race control room right now, ladies and gentlemen. The Hammer laying it down here tonight.
Sam Christopher Hall in that number 88 has loaded her up on a hauler heading home.
So, pace car coming out of turn number 4. Brandon Mettler is going to be in control of the field in the restart zone.
Oh, I forgot to let you know. Jordan Nicola got the EOL on that last one there, that last incident.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We'll put it up on your screen. Number 58, EOL, cause caution. That's coming from the Hammer.
The Hammer.
Down into the restart zone. Green flag back out in the air. Great start for the number 22 of Brad Collins, Terry. He's going to jump out, almost clear that number 15.
Almost did, but that 80 of, oh crap, I'm sorry, of Everhart is pushing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I waited until now while we got the entire field stacked up. We're going to do something special for you tonight. Ethan, I hope you're still watching, buddy. Hashtag Ethan Strong in chat, ladies and gentlemen. Crank it up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we saw it kind of. We were riding on board with Sam Lawson there. We are under caution. Let's
Looks
see.
like
I
the
think it was Brad.
22
Yeah, it
Collins.
looked like Brad Collins. Trying to get everything resituated here. Trying to make sure audio levels are correct. There we go. I think we should be okay right there. Let's go back and see what happened to Brad Collins.
I just happened to click on it as it happened, so I'm not sure who touched him.
So, I mean, they're 3 wide right here. Brad Collins gets out of shape. He comes down to try and get in front of the 80, it looks like, and then just, yeah. He almost missed the field, but looked like Amanda Sherman got involved with that as well. Let's go ahead and see if we can't take another look at it. Let's try and get a better view of it, too. Let's go to the chopper cam here. So we're looking at the 22 in the center of your screen. He's going to come down. Wasn't really clear. I mean, the 80 really couldn't have lifted right there either. And, oh, man, just the 64 involved. Amanda Sherman involved. A lot of good race cars involved in that one, Terry.
Absolutely, there was. I'm waiting to hear from race control to maybe see really what happened here. Let the hammer. I know, like I said, Collins was involved in that. Sherman was. Bachhover got caught up in it, and I think a couple others.
Well, let's go ahead and wait to see who's going to bring it down pit side. But Terry, I want to interview somebody tonight. I know he's got some fans over on the Twitch side. People know him as the governor. I want to bring the governor up here after these guys finish pitting.
Damn, boy, that's good all right with me.
So it looks like Sam stayed out there. I'm going to see if I can't find him here. What race room is he in? 10? Okay. Bringing him up here. Sam Lawson, driver of the number 24. It's Sam and Terry in the booth. Do you got me?
I got you.
So, hey, man, you've been kind of near the back. You've been kind of working your way up towards the front. Tell me what's going on out there in that number 24.
I've just been hanging on to it, trying to keep it clean and not use my fast repairs yet.
So you do have both fast repairs?
Yes, sir.
How about tires? How are we looking on rubber on the wall?
I still have 1 set left.
All right. So what's the strategy going forward here, man? Laps are starting to wind down.
I still think we're going to have another caution. Hopefully. I really hope so, at least. And then pit soon.
Is there anybody in specific that you're working with out there?
Oh yeah, all the Five Kings guys.
All right,
Tanner
man.
Moore, yeah.
Hey, you know what? You're doing a good job out there. We wanted to give you an interview here on truesimproductions. Since you're out there repping us, we greatly appreciate it. But hey, good luck in the rest of the race, buddy.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Good luck.
Now Sam Lawson, driver the number 24 out here tonight.
Well, Sam, I heard from the hammer. The hammer had to say that the 22 was coming down, and it is 22's fault. He did cut off the nose, basically, of the 80, excuse me, getting the EOL there to the 22 Brad Collins, and he did take a few other cars with him.
All right, so the number 22, as you see on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, EOL for the cause caution. So, right now, we did have some drivers pit there, Terry. Quite a few, actually. Ty Morosco is the first one to bring you down pit side. Same with Derek Paulson. The number 10 of Kobe Sutphin. I know we got a fan of his out there in the YouTube chat. But a few drivers staying out. That'd be the 55 of Ellison. Chase Wilson shown as the race leader right now.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a few of them that stayed up there.
Yeah, there is. I think the first driver to come down pit road, like I said, was Ty Morosco and Derek Paulson. They're back there in 13th and 14th position. So there's some strategy being played now. Now, Terry, let's remind the audience. How many laps can these drivers go on fuel?
approximately 20 to 22.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We're on lap 64 of 100. There's still a long way to go. I'd say these guys still have to pit at least 2 more times.
And Sam, I'd almost bet if you looked in some of these cars, they're turning them off, clutching it, probably trying to save a little bit of fuel, I would imagine.
Well, we know one driver who does that, and he's now up inside the top 5. That's the 12 of Mark Arthur. And we know he's got fans out there.
Absolutely. And I wouldn't doubt too much if Ellison, the 55, is saving, and the guy behind him in the 3 is Sherman. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not saving.
Great shot of that number 55 machine. It's got Mullet Music Productions on the side of that race car, ladies and gentlemen. And if you are not aware, Joshua Rutherford in the number 64, he's the one who provides us with music here on True Sim Productions. He is also the performer of our national anthem every single night. So if you like what he does, go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube.
Yeah, Joshua has some pretty cool songs out there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he plays whatever instruments you hear. I think he's the one playing them. As the field pace cars dropping down, Sam.
Yeah, it's time to re-rack them, restack them, fire them off one more time here at Talladega. Chase Wilson is going to be the control car this time around down in the restart zone. Into the restart zone we go. Green flag is back out in the air.
Wilson just gets into the 72 a little bit of Mears.
Yeah, that was definitely some contact right there on that restart. I thought Mears had a good launch there, but once they made contact, he had to back out of it. Now that outside lane just kind of going backwards.
So I'm wondering if Mears or Wilson may have had, not Wilson, I'm sorry. Yeah, Wilson may have had some slick tires, maybe?
I don't know. I mean, normally wheel spin isn't too much of a factor, but it is very well possible. Could have got on the throttle just a little too hard, lit them rear tires up, but now Corey Sherman, haven't said a whole lot about him tonight, up 32 spots since the start of this race, sitting there in 4th. Hey, sorry, Terry, but we just talked to him. Sam Lawson jumping up in front of Corey Sherman, going for the race lead.
TSP car. Come on, Corey, push him up there.
Yeah, we got to see the True Sim Productions car lead a lap here tonight. Push him up there, Corey. Come on. Outside the lane.
We've got Aaron Maynard out there making it 3 wide.
Yeah, I see him up top. He's on the top side of the racetrack outside of Mark Arthur right now, 3 wide as we come out of turn 2. Almost a little bit of contact there. Down the back straightaway, Corey Sherman all over the back bumper of Samuel Lawson in the 24. Lawson trying to lead his first laps of the race right now. Chase Wilson trying to hold on to the bottom lane. Corey Sherman is just pushing Lawson all over the place.
Aaron Maynard, I think, scared the 12 car of Mark Arthur. Mark backed off. Maynard was able to get in front of him.
Coming through the tri-oval, Terry is. Yeah, it looks like Samuel Lawson goes to the race lead right now.
Sam Lawson still holds it up there to the high side, letting Corey Sherman in that 3 into 72 of Mears work with him.
Yeah, I think that was a good move on Lawson's part. You know Sherman's going to stick with you right now, so you might as well just work with him. Let him know, hey, I'm not going to bail out on you when it comes down to the end of the race. You got to start making friends out there, Terry. There's only 34 laps to go in this thing.
Absolutely, but Brody Mears has got to watch pushing the pusher. That can cause problems. Oh, Derek Paulson on the outside.
We got Ty Morosco making a 3 wide on the high side as well. Derek Paulson's going to lose a lot of positions. Samuel Lawson still the race leader. Corey Sherman runs second.
I've talked to Sam Lawson in that 24 before, Sam, He says he likes the high line on these super speedways, and it's showing right here.
Oh, man, what's going to go on here? Corey Sherman jumping out of line, making it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Ty Morosco with a run.
Ty Morosco with a big push behind Sherman in that 3. But down at the bottom, the 55 of Ellison giving a big shove to 13 of Chase Wilson.
Absolute insanity right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the field. 3 wide, 33 laps. Look at that. That is insane. This is just crazy. I'm sorry, Terry. This is nuts.
I don't know which one to call.
I don't know. Who do we look at?
I don't know. We got the 1 and the 3 working on the outside trying to get around Lawson.
I'm sorry. They almost made contact right there. Lawson tried to jump up in front of the 3 of Corey Sherman. Thought better of it. Came down. Brody Mears almost didn't let him back in line. Things are going to start heating up right here. Now, here's the question. These drivers are going to have to pit again. And when you're 3 wide, what are we going to do here?
I don't know. Man, Aaron Maynard needs to. Oh, him and 4 of Marr touch just a little bit.
Almost. Oh, we got 2 spinning in the back there. They keep it straight. No caution. Still 3 by 3. I can't get a good enough shot of this, Terry. This is awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what car to look at so I get everybody in my frame.
That's the best shot I can give you, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. 3 by 3 by 3 all the way back to 20th position here at Talladega, and things are heating up there in the front.
Tanner Marr in that 4 car will not get up to the 55 of Ellison to help. Big old shove from Maynard in that 46. And on the 72 to help out with that 24 Lawson.
These guys are racing like there's 10 laps to go, Terry, and we still got another pit stop at least to go.
Yeah, stage racing is over, ladies and gentlemen. We run this thing to the end now, so they're going to have to at least stop. We got 30 laps, at least one more we know of.
Hey, Terry, what do you think? While they're all 3 wide, do you want to try it one more time?
I think it'd sound cool. Ethan, crank up your TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard him. We're going to crank it up. Ladies and gentlemen, we just had a huge accident. Obviously, iRacing struggling to handle it right now. My timing and scoring is just going absolutely bonkers. I think,
Yeah, so is mine.
I think it started up here. Let's see if I can even find it. Oh, my goodness here. We had a green flag there.
So watch the 24, the
Yeah,
46
I gotta find
maybe.
it here in SDK.
So I was clicking cars, Sam. I had to go all the way back to 20th before I found somebody who was not involved in that wreck.
Paul Ellison got away unscathed. We can say that. He's our race leader right now. We can point that out real quick while I try and get this sorted out.
The 55 car looks nice.
It is. That does look. That's a nice. It's a nice looking ride.
The Hammer's got his work cut out now.
Yeah, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to get it hooked up here for you. We might not even be able to see it. All the cars kind of blinked out for me right there. Let's see if we can't see something. I know Samuel Lawson was involved. I don't know if he got a bad push or what there. We're going to slow it down. So the 72 gets on the left quarter right there, and I think this is where it's going to start. Yeah, 72 pushing like crazy. And just, yeah, he turns the 24 down into the 13. And 24 tries to hang on to it, comes back up the track, gets into the 3, takes out the 1. There's a lot of people involved with this one. Then this is right here. Yeah, everybody's going to start blinking out. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see the big, massive one here at Talladega. Because I don't think the old computer could handle that one, Terry.
Man, I'm sure it didn't, buddy. But I did hear Mark Arthur out there say, hey, you guys are welcome for using me as your brakes.
All right, so Tom Freitas now being shown the race leader. Lap 74 of 100. We're just shy of 25 laps to go here tonight, Terry.
I don't think we're done watching three-wide racing, Sam.
I don't think so either.
I'm waiting on the hammer to see what happened here. I mean, he's taking a good look at this one.
So let's see here. And now I don't know if it's going to give Paul Ellison the lead here, or if it's going to give Tom Freitas the lead, because Paul, he came out of pit road right as Tom was passing him. It's showing Paul Ellison race leader right now. How about Tanner Marr in third? And, let's shout out the guys that we haven't mentioned all night. How about someone like Joshua Kane in that number 39? He's up there. Tyler Johnson in the 50. Josh Beaver, Chris Legoo up inside the top 10. But with 25 laps to go, I mean, anything can happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
Back live here on True Sim Productions, and we're going to re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time. Taking the green flag, there's going to be 25 laps to go.
And while we was doing that little bit of a commercial there, the 72 car of Brody Mears was the cause of that. He had to get the EOL.
Coming in from race control.
And I'm still hearing him dropping the hammer on cars that is not staying right at pit road, Sam.
Hey, that's why we call him the hammer. Garrett up there in the race control booth doing a good job. We're green flag once again here, 25 laps to go. Paul Ellison, your race leader. And Terry, Paul has a nickname, doesn't he?
Oh, man, I can't remember what it is. Silky or something like that?
Yeah, it's Old Silky. Yeah, Old Silky out there leading this race.
And don't look now. We got Josh McCain finally showing up in that 39 car in the picture.
Hey, he's got another MF Racing Designs original.
Yes, he does. And Thomas Freitas, he was able to get through all that mess there, Sam, in that 32 car.
Look at this big run on the top side by the number 2 of Gary Miller. He's got Aaron Raymond in the 68 pushing him. Outside lane starting to get formed up. Chris Legoo with his hat in the ring right now. And here's the thing, Terry. Are we going to see these guys calm down a little bit, or are we going to see 3 wide being made rather quickly? 24 laps to go.
Well, some of these cars that's up front right now, Sam, has not been up here all race. They're going to have to get used to being up here because we know some of these faster cars may try to work their way up here and cause it a 3 wide. Big push out of the 39 on the 55 of Ellison.
So Gary Miller gets a run on the top side. He's leading the outside lane right now. Paul Ellison to the bottom side. You got Paul Ellison, Joshua Kane, Tom Freitas on the inside, Gary Miller, and I believe that's Aaron Raymond and Chris Legoo up on the top side. John Perkins trying to get a run here, trying to work with Chris, I believe.
John Perkins, a name we really haven't got to say tonight. And he's in that 33 Loves car looking good.
Great racing so far here tonight as well. They're 3 wide back there. Looks like somebody's getting stuck in the middle. That's a 10 car.
Whoa!
Almost contact right there down the back straightaway. Once again, 23 laps to go. I think things are starting to ramp up a little bit here, Terry.
Well, we've seen the pole sitter drop all the way to the back. Here he is, Sam, that 99, Jamie Walker, working his way back up to the front, trying to follow John Perkins through here.
Yeah, right now, Jamie Walker's being showed in the 7th position. He's got Cody Gibson, I think, back there in line as well. Yeah, Cody Gibson is back there in line. That's somebody we haven't talked about all night, was that number 7. He's doing a good job here holding on to that 10th position. Even Jan Van Leer in the number 23, Terry, he's back up there, can make something happen. Caution flag.
Caution.
Not sure who it was, Terry. Oh, maybe Corey Rutherford. I don't know. Corey Rutherford is out there looking like a modified. Oh, is that the 42 of Wellman and the 80 involved? I'm going to try and get a better angle on it here. Let's go to the old shop.
Kyle Wellman actually called that one out, so we'll see what the Hammer has to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, the Hammer hasn't been wrong so far. So, I mean, Wellman's pushing it 3 wide right there. 92 might come up a little bit, but I don't know. We're going to have to see what the Hammer says, Terry. And that relinquished the lead over to John Perkins in the number 33.
He's up there with good company, too. He's got Walker, Miller, Raymond, Kobe. We've seen him up there a little bit. Chris. No, we got some Paul Ellison still up there.
Oh, this race is just getting started, Terry.
Oh, man, we got 20 laps of sitting on our edge of the seats, man. like to remind everybody, if you look in the chat and scroll up a little bit, you'll find a PayPal link to maybe send a donation in for the Habiuk family. That's what this race is for tonight, is for Tim, Becky, Ian, Ethan. Ethan had some surgery, had to go to the hospital here not too long ago, and they've got some bills. We decided to help him out a little bit and get this thing. As of right now, when this race started, we had over $1,800 to give to the Habiuks. I'm hoping by the end of this race, we can give them quite a bit more. So, yeah, look up in there, and Sam put in there. Thanks, Sam.
Yep, but, I'm trying to stay on top of it.
I know, buddy. We've been busy, but the link is there, and yeah, please do if you can.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to jump to a commercial really quick. We will be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
And we're back live here on truesimproductions, getting ready to, I believe, take the one to green. John Perkins, currently your race leader. Gary Miller in the number 2 running second. Jamie Walker is running third. Aaron Raymond has found his way back up inside the top 5. And rounding out the top 5 is the number 10 of Kobe Sutphin. I'm going to get that name right once tonight, I swear. He's up 48 positions since the start of this race. So big shout out to that number 10 car.
42 car Kyle Wellman coming down pit lane, serving that EOL sand that he just got. The hammer dropped. He said he'd come down and caused that incident right there. So the 42 is serving his EOL.
And there we have it.
And ladies and gentlemen, as of right now, like I said, we have a little over, it was about 1850 when we started this race to get to the Habiuks. Our pole winner, Jamie Walker, gave back his money. Ty Morosco gave back his money, and Brian Dees also gave back the money. So thank you guys for doing all that, and hopefully we'll continue this thing.
Well, we're going to re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time here tonight at Talladega. 19 laps to go, Terry. I don't think that's going to be our last caution, buddy.
No, and unless everybody come down pit lane, I'd almost bet we're going to have pit stops too.
I hear we were on board right there with Perkins for just a second. You could hear him. He was definitely clutching, shutting that car off, trying to save as much fuel as he can to get to the end of this thing. John Perkins last pit on lap 73. It's going to be pushing it for that number 33 car.
Jamie Walker driving down below the line on the apron. I wonder what he's doing.
Not sure. Maybe just trying to cool that engine down a little bit. Doesn't want to be behind Perkins right now, trying to get as much air to that nose as he can, cool it down so he can push John Perkins out to the lead. I don't know. Jamie's a good race car driver, so, he's got his own plan going on under that 99 machine.
Pace car's off.
John Perkins going to lead him down to the restart zone. When we cross the line, it's going to be 18 laps to go. Who's your money on now, ladies and gentlemen? Anything can happen. Green flag back out in the air. John Perkins with a great launch as we go barreling down into turns 1 and 2.
Perkins gets a great launch, but Miller and Raymond are hooked up. They're going to get around him, I would think, before Walker catches him.
Yeah, they
But
are
maybe
definitely.
not.
I don't know. Walker's getting right on the back bumper of Perkins right now, and it's side by side for the race lead. But here's the thing, Terry. These guys are far out in front of that little bit of a pack right there behind them. I got Chris Legoo back there. Is he going to get a run here and make it 3 wide?
Chris Legoo's got that 55 Ellison, just got that big old bubble of air in between him helping along.
So it doesn't look like he's going to take that run, Terry. He's just going to kind of slot back in line. There is still plenty of time. You don't want to show your cards just yet.
Looks like everybody's trying to be nice and cordial here for a little bit, Sam, but
And,
I don't think it's going to last.
But you see, that's something that they really should consider, right? Like, let's just kind of ride right now. There's still 17 laps to go. Anybody can win this race, right? It's Talladega. There could be a wreck on the last lap. We don't know. But if you just be patient right now, wait till we get about 8 laps to go, then maybe start to show your hand a little bit.
So, Sam, out of these 50-plus cars, we can go back to the 36th place of Donald Bennett. He is the first car on the lead lap. So, Scott Smith is the first one lap down in that 53 car.
Looks like a line's being made up on the third groove back in the back there. Ty Morosco, Derek Paulson, and Brian Dees are linked up once again. Going to try and make a run here. They go to the outside of Mike Hamlin. Mike Hamlin's going to get caught in the middle. I don't know what Cody Gibson's going to do here. Is he going to go with these boys? He's going to slot up, and he does. So we got a third lane building now, Terry.
It looks like the 11 car. Mike Hamlin does have somebody in front of him. Man, yeah, that outside lane is moving.
Yeah, here they come, man. They're going to be 3x3 almost all the way to the back. Cody Gibson leading the hard charge on the top side of the racetrack right now with Brian Dees pushing him.
Ian Habiuk on the bottom lane trying to catch up to that 98 car, Michael Wood.
Coming through the tri-oval and across the line, it's going to be 15 laps to go. John Perkins, still your race leader. As I say that, give that lap to Gary Miller in the middle groove. And I mean, where do you go, Terry? I'm sorry, but where do you go? It's like a traffic jam out there.
There's nowhere to go. I mean, we know you can actually put 5 cars wide at this place, but I wouldn't want to do that tonight.
Now, I think 3 wide's plenty right now. My heart's beating a million miles an hour watching them. And this is just awesome racing right now. Now Cody Gibson fighting for the race lead up on the top side of the racetrack.
All right, they just went Perkins again with that big push from Walker in that 99.
I think everybody's giving everybody a big push right now. It's going to be 14 laps to go.
71 at Chris Legoo. He actually backed off a little bit, and he's got a good run. He's going to come up here to that 68, maybe help out middle lane, move a little further.
And Terry, you know, you've been out here on these restrictor plate tracks. Being in that middle, that's a scary feeling sometimes. You don't know where the guy below you is going to go or where the guy above you is going to go, who's behind you pushing you. It is just, these guys are on the edge of their seat right now, just like I know everybody at home is watching them.
Well, because, Sam, especially in this race tonight, I mean, a handful of these guys in the front up here that we're looking at, you know, they all run in the same league. Then we got guys running the same league, another league. So they don't know each other in here.
Everybody just trying to put on a good show tonight for this charity event. Everybody, one more time in chat for these drivers and for Ethan watching at home. Hashtag Ethan Strong in the chat.
Do this, Sam. 3 by 3 by 3, at least 4, 5 rows, 6 rows, maybe back.
It's pretty much all the way back to almost, what, 21st position right now? I mean, you literally throw the top 25 cars under a blanket, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh, they're coming up on the pace. Oh, man.
Almost a little bit of contact there up near the front. And it's going to heat up now, Terry. You got 12 laps to go.
Sam, these guys are catching the lap traffic.
Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. We just started riding on board with Chris Legoo. Almost making left rear contact with that 7 of Cody Gibson. Man, that was close.
I can't even see what number that is. They're going so fast around that car.
Terry, these guys, they are moving all over the place in this wake of this draft. I mean, again, where do you go? What do you do? The 68 jumped up in front of Cody Gibson there. Now the 68 trying to make a move. The 2 car kind of getting, Chris Legoo out of shape in the middle. Great save by the number 71. Caution flag on the speedway, Terry.
Well, it has to be in the back. Wasn't none of these guys.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't none of those guys, man. That was just phenomenal racing. Maybe the 30 of Donald Bennett. Let's see if we can't get a replay on this.
Yeah, check out Bennett, Bockover, and possibly Morosco, maybe.
Yeah, let's see if we can't get a better angle on this here.
Well, it wouldn't have been Morosco. He was up front.
Oh, the 05 just comes down across. I believe that's a 44 of Bockover. Yeah, Bockover had a run. The 05 tried coming down, gets into the 30 of Bennett. And Bockover goes for a ride. So, Terry, if it wasn't interesting before, it sure is now.
Yeah, everybody's going to have to come down right here, I think. I don't think nobody can make it on fuel.
I think if you're smart, you come down and take fuel. I think we're going to get one more caution before this thing's over. 10 laps to go. Once this caution finishes up here, we're probably going to go back green flag racing with about 7, I'd say, or 6 laps to go. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Ladies and gentlemen, while these guys are under caution, Terry and I are going to take a short break. We will be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time. John Perkins, your race leader. He's going to be in control of the restart with Jamie Walker to his outside, and it's going to be 7 laps to go.
Sam, I got the hammer and brought it down on the 05. The 05 of David Martin. He is getting the EOL for this last caution. They're just still trying to line these things up front for some reason.
That's what it looks like.
7-car Cody Gibson still hanging down on the bottom a little bit.
Maybe he thinks he's got one more position than he should, Terry.
Well, that could be. Who knows?
Right, it looks like race control. The old hammer told him, get back in line. You're supposed to be right there. So
Sam Donald Bennett, he has throwing that thing on a hauler and heading to the house, too. So, Sam, do you reach up and pull them belts just a little bit tighter, make sure that helmet ain't going to move?
I think you're going to pull them pretty tight right now. You're coming down to the line here with 7 laps to go. John Perkins going to be in control of the restart. What are you going to do to win this event, everybody?
I'd say drive fast, but man, 3 wide, 4 wide. I bet we see 4 wide before this is over.
Something's going to happen, Terry. Something wild's going to happen. I'm on the edge of my seat. Down into the restart zone. John Perkins, Jamie Walker, green flag, back out in the air. 7 laps to go.
Perkins got a nice little jump again, like he did the last restart.
Yeah,
but even Jamie Walker at the top. Oh, man.
Cody Gibson's going to jump up to the top side, start working with that 99 of Walker.
Oh, there goes MFRD onto the outside again. The 17 of D's, the 1 of Morosco.
Now, see, they knew. They saw the opportunity, right? Now they got Brian D's out to the lead on the top side. They're controlling that outside lane right now, and Cody Gibson looks like he's thinking about going with them. Thinking better of it. Drop back down in line.
We did hear Ty say in that number 1 car that he would push D's to the win.
Well, we're going to see what happens here because we're back 3x3x3 all the way back. 6 laps to go.
Oh boy, that didn't take long to get him 3 wide, did it?
No, it didn't. I mean, you said it going down the back straightaway. Oh, we're going to have a caution. Oh, that's a big one. iRacing doesn't like it either, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my, there's I can't even
everywhere.
count.
Yeah, we can't see what happened there. Too many cars. Cars everywhere.
I guarantee there's 12, 13 cars.
Easily. I don't even know where it all started. I think Chris Legoo was somewhere in the middle of that when it started. I'm trying to find him on timing and scoring right here.
Check on Mark. Check on Habiuk. And
we're gonna see what happened right here. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna back it up again. Everybody keep an eye on that number 46 car of Aaron Maynard in that middle groove. It's going to come down the racetrack and just get on the right rear of that 18 and just turn them up into the 2. The 2's going to go around. Okay, so that's who I thought it was. Chris Legoo got away unscathed. It was a 2 car, similar color. He's going around. And then it is just absolute chaos from there on out. John Perkins still the race leader, Terry, and now is it going to need fuel now? I don't think so.
Now, Sam, something here. If this is on the 46, if this is on Maynard, because I think he got one before, if I'm not mistaken.
Not sure. We'll have to hear what the hammer says. So it's definitely going to be a green-white checkered now to the finish, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, what kind of better way to finish the Talladega race than a green-white checkered with over 50 cars?
Okay, Sam, just what you and I was talking about with Maynard in that 46. This is his first incident. Sorry, Aaron, if you watch this back, but he is getting the EOL. He did come down on that car. So Aaron Maynard in the 46 is getting the EOL going to the back of the field.
All right, well, I think my pick got taken out. He's back there in 32nd. Got some damage on that car, but Joshua Rutherford hanging in there. That's my pick. John Perkins, your race leader. Aaron Raymond, second.
I think the 80 car went home.
I think a lot of cars went home already, Terry. I'm looking at timing and scoring, and I'm seeing a bunch of guys on pit road. I think Samuel Lawson on pit road with significant damage. Unfortunate night for the truesimproductions ride.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we started this race with 53 drivers, and we still got about half left. We got about 20, about 30-something, 32. We still got quite a bit.
This is anybody's race. I mean, anything can happen here. We all know how Talladega works. I don't know. We're going to see something wild happen, I think, tonight. Is it a full moon?
I don't know, buddy.
Well, why don't you look? No, I'm just kidding. You don't got to look.
Hey, I sent you something. Is there any way to bring that up on the screen?
What is it?
It's a picture I sent you in your. If you can, you can. If not, you can't. It's no big deal.
I don't think I can right now.
Okay. I'll tell everybody what it was. It was Ethan Habiuk standing in front of the TV giving a big number 1 sign. Ethan, you look great, buddy. I love the smile.
See if I can't bring it up here when we start post-race interviews and everything while we're doing all that. We'll see if we can't get it pulled up.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we're going to talk to Tim at least one more time. We'll talk to Tim one more time before we get out of here, and probably Ethan also.
All right, everybody. Who's your money on now is the real question. We got a green wire checker. John Perkins, the race leader. Aaron Raymond in second. Now Jamie Walker is going to start right behind that 33 machine. Gonna see what happens here tonight. Race control's trying to sort out the back of the field, get everybody where they need to be. It's time to go charity race in overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Sam, what we just talked about, I think I just did it.
All right, let me see what I can do here.
Looks like the pace car about ready to bring these guys down.
How about we show it, Terry? I got it. I'm pulling it up on the screen right now.
Here we go.
Ethan enjoying the broadcast tonight.
Looking good, buddy.
Pace car's off, Terry. What's going to happen? It's going to be 2 laps to go.
Well, John Perkins did not get the jump like he has been the last couple times, Sam. As Aaron Raymond just stuck on. Oh, wait, there's just starting. But Aaron Raymond still stuck on him. I'm sorry.
Green flag back out in the air. Terry was he was a little early there, jumping the gun, Terry.
So one thing, Sam, it's a 100-lap race, but we have 3 green-white checkers. We can actually take this thing a little longer if we need to.
Yeah, but all they have to do is take that white flag. If they take the white flag, the next flag is going to end it. Big push here from the number 10, pushing Aaron Raymond down the back straightaway. Ty Morosco's coming with his teammate on the high side. Are they going to make a move to the middle? Ty Morosco goes to the top side. Oh, Perkins had to check up right there. I don't know. We got a caution. Another caution on the field, Terry. What's going on?
Green and white check. I have no clue.
Oh, the number 80. Looks like. Let's go back and see what happened. Oh, the 80 gets way out of shape. Getting a push from the 32. 55, trying to avoid it, gets collected in it. Man.
So there we go. That is caution number 7, Sam, and our first green and white checkered.
Back it up. See if we can. I mean, the 80 kind of. I don't know. That's hard to tell, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let the chat decide. He's running behind Brad Collins right here, and it looks like he sees the run from the 32, tries to come up, take advantage of it, but just makes that move a little too late.
Yeah, maybe just trying to get up here and get a little bit ahead of steam with him to make his way up to the front. Just did not work. Looks like Ellison maybe got caught up in it.
So Aaron Raymond's being scored the race leader as of right now. We're under caution once again. Gonna go green, white, checkered one more time here tonight.
No, this would be the first one, Sam.
Oh, the first one. That last one was a green, white, checkered. It was a natural green, white, checkered.
Oh, yeah. It was natural green, white, checkered. But this is the GYC overtime.
Well, that's GWC, Terry. I don't think
you spelled... What did I say, Y? I did
white.
say
Yeah,
Y.
You don't spell white with a Y, Terry.
Man, the hammer is working overtime, Sam.
What do we got going on, Terry?
So this is going to be on the 80 car for the EOL. Plus, he has got somebody to go down the pit lane because they switched lanes on the last restart.
Oh,
and
really?
As soon as I see who it is, I will let you know.
See Marquise Smith out in chat saying green yeet checkers. So there's your green YC, Terry. And Tanner Marr out there. GYC time. You got it, Marquise. It's time for a green yeet checkered. Because that's what everybody's going to be doing here. Everybody wants to win this race, man. I know if I was down there, I'd want to win this race.
I want to win. Sam, that got brought up on the 71 car. He has to run that thing down through pit lane for switching lanes.
So just waiting for race control to get everything sorted out, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wait for the pace car lights to shut off. Get ready for this green-white checkered. And joining us in the booth right now is the number 4 of Tanner Marr.
How's it going, boys?
We're sitting on the edge of our seats right now, man. It's been 3 wide pretty much all the way to the end so far, and we don't know what's going to happen yet.
It's been interesting, man, to see this turn out. For the community to come together like this, man, it's amazing. It's amazing. I got a wrecked car, but how can I be mad tonight? Ethan's the winner tonight, folks. He's the real winner.
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I am putting the donation link in the chat one more time. If you're over on Twitch, come hop over to YouTube real quick, grab that link. If you can donate $1, $5, anything helps for a great cause here tonight.
Anything and everything, folks. We are trying to break the $2,000 mark. Can we do it? I know we're close.
Way out, Tanner. We're real close to this.
What are we at now, Terry? Do you know?
Well, at the start of the race, we was at 1850. Then pretty much everybody's starting to give their money back. But I don't know where we're at with donations in the chat. So
okay,
I think we'll be okay, buddy.
Hopefully, I think Mark's going to check in on it too as soon as he's out of his car. He can kind of give us a gist if something's came in during the race. But folks, green white checker here started 54 cars, was it?
Yes, 53, I believe, 53 cars. And Tanner, I want to give you a heads up. PC was not liking it.
I can as soon as I got out of the car, I was like, oh, whoa, this ain't good.
Yeah.
Little bit of blinking action, but we're trying something different, right? We did this for Ethan tonight. A lot of cars out there. iRacing has to manage a lot of stuff for this many cars, so it's hard on the hardware for sure.
All right, boys, here we go. We're about ready to come out of 4. That pace car is going to dip down. 68 car. Aaron Raymond leading this thing. Colby Sutphin on the outside in that 10. Now, does Perkins have enough, Sam? Or does Walker have enough to get up front there and lead this thing and win?
I don't know, Terry. You're going to have 2 laps to go. It's going to be anybody's race at this point. I don't even know who to put my money on right now.
Now, remember, we still got the MFRD guys on that outside line. I see them going to the top again and do what they've been doing, hit that outside line, and maybe get just a little bit of a train going out there and maybe get around these guys.
We're going to see what happens here. Aaron Raymond's going to lead them down through the tri-oval. Into the restart zone. He's got Ty Morosco on his back bumper. Jamie Walker up there. John Perkins. Kobe Sutphin. Green flag back out in the air.
Big jump out of Raymond.
Did he get too far out?
That's what I'm thinking too.
Right.
That may hurt him.
He got pretty far out for this to be a green-white checker here. The 1 car, Morosco, going to have the draft, going to have the run, taking it to the outside.
Look at this run he got. Jamie Walker pushing Ty Morosco to the lead, going down the back straightaway.
Aaron Raymond, bad move on his part, trying to take off too soon.
Well, we got 4
we're
rides.
wrecking.
It's not going to work, boys. Oh, and Raymond involved. Race leader, who was the race leader involved. They're going around.
Wow.
Caution flag back out in the air.
Tom Moroska was just wanting to see that white flag right there. Look at the cars blinking, folks. Remember now, I'm sure Sam's told you all night. It's just part of it.
Yeah,
That's not a product of TSP. That's not. 25 viewers right now. Hit that thumbs up button, by the way. Awesome to see all you coming out here tonight for Ethan. Ethan Strong, baby, in the chat. Love to see it.
So where did that all start? I think that was the 68 of Aaron Raymond.
You're blinking, you miss it.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get a better view of it here. Let's see what happens. We can back it up, actually. Let's back it up.
Raymond may have got pushed a little bit.
It looked like it right there, Terry.
Yeah, right. It looks like right here. There's contact right there.
Right on the right rear, too. Just upsets the car.
He's out of shape. I mean, we're almost 4 wide right here going into turn 3. The 98 kind of coming up a little bit. Perkins got squeezed right there between Dees and Paulson, and it just looks like that hooks Perkins down into the 68.
Paulson make it by. Paulson makes it by. MFRD went to the hot side, like Terry said, and look, they made it through. They got a teammate lurking up there as well.
Ooh,
now
Chris Legoo taking a piece of
it.
What in the world is?
Whoa!
Oh wow!
Got a little funky right there.
Yeah,
midway through it, huh?
Wouldn't expect anything less tonight, man.
Wow! I was watching that live too when he did that.
That's awesome. MFRD up towards the front now. If they get hooked up, they're gonna be hard to beat.
Well, they've been hard to beat all night, right? I mean, they jumped up out in that one restart we had, Tanner, a while ago. It was Ty Morosco, Brian Dees, and Derek Paulson. They jumped up to that third lane and just started making it work.
But this is a pretty big race, right? If you could say you won a 53-car race, that's gonna feel good, right?
Well,
if you're racing a teammate
laps,
up
right?
there,
I mean,
$100, right? You're racing a teammate right here. What do? I mean.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, you had Brian Dees. He was the winner of stage 1. Then teammate Ty Morosco takes home stage 2. I mean, Derek Paulson's up there. You think they're going to push him to the win? I don't know. I think teammates are out the window right now.
I do, too. I do. I think once that white flag goes, you don't have a teammate.
All right, guys. The Hammer's brought the hammer down. Michael Wood. And he's getting the EOL on this one.
98 Michael Wood. The hammer's been a fantastic addition, Terry. We've done this before without the hammer. And man, oh man, it's sweet. I just go out there and get the race. The hammer handles all the confusion.
He's been doing a great job tonight. So shout out to Garrett in the race control booth. Everybody in chat, shout out Garrett. Give Garrett some love.
Give him a round of applause for us real quick. Thank you, Garrett.
Just give us a hashtag hammer in the chat.
Hashtag Big Hammer. Like I said, folks, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Helps us out a ton. 27 likes right now, Sam.
Aaron Raymond in the chat, Tanner, just said he went to the moon. And you definitely went for a ride.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have just got out of a race and watching this now, man. Thank you so much for donating your time and the money for getting this race tonight, man. We do greatly appreciate it.
So who's all left out there? Let's see. There's Corey Sherman's.
Whoa.
Well, let's talk about Corey Sherman, leader of the modified class right now, guys.
Right. Yeah, he's racing Tuesday Night Cricket Line, Sam, in a race you broadcast.
Yeah, he's ready to go. I think he's going to try pushing somebody if he can, but that car is severely hurt.
Well, he pushes somebody too hard, he's going to blow a motor with that radiator.
Well, let's go through our top 10 right here. We got Ty Morosco, Jamie Walker, Kobe Sutphin, Brian Dees, Derek Paulson, Cody Gibson, Kyle Wellman back there. Brody Mears missing a hood. He's in 9th. Tommy Cook in the 08 running 10th. Joshua Kane back there in 11th. He's got a pretty clean race car. He can make something happen. Even Mike Hamlin. Not a lot of damage to that number 11.
Not at all. There's not many cars with straight pieces of sheet metal left out here, right? It's been a long, grueling race. I want to say shout out not only to the driver, shout out to the sponsors, Savage Edge for coming on board, CJR Graphics for coming on board. It's a laundry list of them, right? SideBite Motorsports, the Venom Truck Series,
FullSend Graphics,
TSP itself. All three of us chipped in this week. So Thank you. Shout out to all the sponsors for making this event possible and making it as big as it is. And last but not least, shout out to you viewers at home. And anybody that's donated, it goes to a great cause. We're Ethan Strong tonight, baby. But we're green, white checker time. What will you do to win Talladega Thunder? You're getting ready to find out.
So, guys, I'm looking on the inside and the outside. There's MFRDs on both sides there. So, will those guys be able to hook up, you think, at 117.6?
You know, I see that oddball out, Jamie Walker, lining up on the front row. He's tough.
Also, Colby Sutphin.
Yeah.
You know, he's a contender.
Absolutely. I think if you're in the top 5 right here, you're a contender. I really do. Now, I'm not knocking anything from 6 on back, but it's just hard to get grouped up in a green-white checker if you're
got to
too
be
far
in the
back.
position to win, right? I mean,
Right.
Once these guys go 3 wide, I mean, it's a parking lot. There's nowhere to go.
You're in a box. You're at the mercy of the guy in front of you and what happens in front of him.
Well, we're going to find out what happens here as the field rolls its way out of turn number 4. Ty Morosco is going to be in control of this one.
Guys, I just noticed 7. Cody Gibson does not even have a hood on his car.
I saw that. Pace car going to be off, Sam.
So
Second attempt.
Morosco going to lead him down to the restart zone. As Tanner just said, second attempt. We're only going to get one more try after this, guys.
Kyle Wellman actually back in the picture.
Down to the tri-oval. Ty Morosco leads him down to the restart zone with Kobe all over his back bumper. Green flag back out in the air. It's green-white checkered overtime. One more time.
You can tell how intense it is. We all got quiet waiting for them to fire off, folks. So imagine what the drivers feel like. They're going 3 wide already. Drivers already trying to come and go make moves. They know they got to. Jamie Walker did not get a great launch on that outside lane. It's going to allow Morosco to come up. 10 car can be left out to dry.
I think this was a good move by Morosco. He's not familiar with that 10 car. He knows Jamie Walker. He knows he's got 2 teammates behind Jamie. I think that was a good move by Morosco right there.
Absolutely. That's race-winning type move. But right here, Walker down low. Now that's allowed MFRD 1, 3rd, and 4th.
Oh, look at Wellman.
Wildman coming out of nowhere.
They got to take the white flag here, guys. And it's getting dicey up front.
With this intensity, I don't know if they can make it around with this white flag. Not at this pace. They're 2 by 2 as they take the white flag. Jamie Walker out. Looks like he has the advantage as white flag's out.
White flag in the air. Jamie Walker leads the inside lane with Ty Morosco leading the outside lane. MFRD top 3 on the outside lane.
Next flag ends this race, regardless what it is, guys.
I'm watching that 17 and that 42. They're kind of in the money spot right now. Do you want to be the leader? Do you want to be second in lane?
Oh, Wellman's getting out of shape.
Wellman's going around. That's going to really hurt Jamie Walker.
Bad.
Really hurting Jamie Walker. Nobody out the back. It's all Ty Morosco out front. Will D step out on him?
I don't know who's going to step out on who. Derek Paulson's going to make a move. He's going to get stuck out of line. Tries to come down and block. Ty Morosco right now, your race leader. Through the tri-oval. Ty Morosco is going to win the Ethan Strong charity race. Give it to Ty Morosco in the number 1.
Gets his 3rd spot away from the 6th car to Derek Paulson.
Derek Paulson slipping over the line, too. Shout out to Brian Dees, though. Stayed committed to his teammate right then and did not come off the Dairy Queen butter. Or the bumper, Dairy Queen butter. Wow, it's been a long night.
Ty Morosco busting out. And I don't know if you noticed this, Tanner. The DQ machine, it says disqualified on it.
Yeah, I realized after I said it. Disqualified.
Not disqualified tonight. Ty Morosco is going to take home the win. And, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic race it was here tonight.
Boys, I wanted to jump up here and tell y'all, thank y'all for coming on board, helping us out. Terry, Sam, y'all were heroes this week. Terry, me and you talked quite a bit this week, getting this stuff set up. Thank y'all for coming up, broadcasting. Always great, fantastic product. And I'm going to let y'all do the honors. Watch Ty burn it down. I'm going to jump back down to my race team and handle some business.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks for throwing your hat in this mess, too, man, for helping out everything we've got going on here. So, Yeah, we did communicate a lot, but thanks, dude.
Absolutely, buddy. Thank you.
All right, here we go, Sam. Ty Morosco, Brian Dees, Jamie Walker is our top 3. But,
I didn't say nothing. Go on.
I thought you said something. So, Morosco, Dees, Walker are top 3, but we also got Derek Paulson and Chase Wilson. They're also in the money tonight as MFRD is burning it down.
Yeah, rightfully so. I mean, those guys, they showed what great teamwork really is tonight. Taking home stage 1, stage 2, and ultimately the win here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, while Ty keeps burning it down, victory celebration, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, post-race interviews, and hopefully we can get you a tally on the final count on what we raised for the Habiuk family. Stick around.
Shut up and sit down.
We're back live here on truesimproductions, getting ready to catch up with our third place finisher. And Terry, do you want to take third place?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Well, hold on here. Go ahead and pull up Jamie Walker running the 99 tonight, and you got him.
Jamie Walker, Terry and Sam, you got us?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
Buddy, that was a fight to the line with you and who was it, Paulson, I believe it was?
Yeah, I think it was a fight with everybody there at the line, just trying to get everything I could there.
Yeah, awesome run out of that. Man, it's hard to say this, the 99 car, but
don't tell nobody.
I know, right? So talk about this race a little bit, man. So we had 53 drivers show up for this thing tonight.
It was crazy out here. I mean, a lot of unknown people that we just didn't know, couldn't race with them. It's like, wow, this is just awkward, But once I got hooked up here in front with these guys I know, I'm like, all right, I know what I'm doing now.
Well, that 99 car, so we seen you fall back at the beginning. Was that by design?
Yeah, I wanted to save my stuff, and I still couldn't save it. I still got caught up in 2 different wrecks, so that didn't help. So I just, at the end there, like I said, I was like, well, I'm just going to go for broke and just stay up here.
Again, man, we watched you move back to the back, and we see you come back up front. And I mean, coming off turn 4, you guys were side by side, you and Paulson. Then I really think you beat him maybe by a bumper. I'd like to know what the timing was on that, but awesome run out of you tonight, man. Who you got to thank?
Well, first and foremost, I got to thank everybody involved with this charity race. I can't thank these guys enough. A big shout out to the TRJ karting family and you guys up in the booth for throwing this together. And I'd like to also announce that any winnings I've made today all goes towards a donation.
Oh, awesome, man. Awesome, man. So, yeah, that was $25 out of you, and we'll send that back. I'll let
and the pole award, so.
Oh, I already took care of that one.
All right.
So, well, guess what? You got another restrictor rate placed tomorrow.
Yeah, that one's going to count more. I'm definitely going to be ready for it, I guess. I know what to expect.
Well, Jamie, from the Habiuks and myself, thank you so much for getting in this race and your donations. I know Tim and the family will greatly appreciate it. So we'll get you back down there to celebrate, bud.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.
You bet.
And that was your third place finisher, Jamie Walker, and a great run out of him and donating his winnings back to the Habiuk family. You got to love to see it. Terry, I'm going to go ahead and take our second place finisher here, Brian Dees. Bringing him up now, Brian Dees coming home in second place in that number 17 machine. Tried to make a move there near the end, Brian. Just wasn't there. You know, were you kind of letting time win there? Or were you going for it?
Little bit of a mixture.
Because real quick, I just want to point out, you guys worked that field all night long. I mean, great teamwork out of you guys for sure.
Yeah, that was the idea, and it was definitely the idea to make sure we at least had the MFRD 1-2. We wanted the 1-2-3. Paulson apparently had other ideas there. Decided if he couldn't finish third, the rest of the field couldn't either. So, but that's Derek for you.
Well,
but
hey,
yeah, coming to the end, I wasn't really sure, like when to make the move at Daytona, being where the start finish line is.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really sure about how to side draft, so it might have been kind of a half measure kind of move there at the end, but definitely happy for my teammate. Glad that me and Ty were able to win both stages, and then it was me and him 1-2 at the end. So that's an awesome race for MFRD.
Yeah, I mean, you guys put on a great show. Like I said, the teamwork you displayed was excellent. And as Terry said to Jamie, I want to thank you for even coming out and racing this with us tonight and helping raise money for the Habiuk family. Brian, coming home in second place tonight, who do you got to shout out on the 17?
First and foremost, what this race is all about. Got to shout out the Habiuk family, TRJ Karting, everything Tim has done for us over the years. Met him once personally, so that's why I'm here. So Tim, I know you're going through some rough times right now, but we're here for you, man.
It's awesome to hear, man. Terry, you got anything for our second place finisher?
I mean, he's in the cash. I mean, hey, but I tell you what, Paulson didn't have different ideas. I was watching that to the end. Jamie just had a little bit more of a run than Paulson did.
Well, I think Paulson wanted to win.
It looked like
I'm sure he did.
Just wasn't sure how to figure out how to do it. So
absolutely.
Well, hey, Brian, again, congratulations on second place. Thank you for coming out and joining us for this charity event, and we hope to see you in the next one. And, hey, we'll see you tomorrow night for Blazing Pedals, buddy.
I won't be there tomorrow night.
Oh, well, fine then. We won't see you tomorrow night.
Hopefully I'll be back for week 2 at Sonoma.
All right. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Dees, our second place finisher. Congratulations, Brian. We're going to get you back down with your team so you can celebrate.
Yeah, thanks also. I forgot. Thanks to Mark, Tanner, all the admins and everything that put this thing together. Really awesome cause, really awesome to do. It was a really fun night, with no pressure on or anything. So, it worked out great. I think that's what it's all about.
All right, man.
So, yeah.
All right. Hey, congratulations again, Brian. We'll see you in the next one.
Thanks, guys.
And that was your second place finisher, Brian Dees. Great race, great teamwork there. But Terry, I'm gonna bring the winner up here. And you got him.
Ty Morosco. You got us?
I got you guys.
First place, $100 goes to you, brother. Man, what a heck of a race out of the MFRD camp tonight.
Yeah. I know we talked about it at the end of the second stage. You guys mentioned about, you get a push, you get a heat. I'm like, I just hope we all made it to the end, and sure enough, we did. And heck, I think we were the strongest cars out there tonight.
It sure looked that way. So walk us through this a little bit. Did you get caught up in anything tonight? I mean, we had like 7 or 8 wrecks, I think.
I got caught up in the bigger one that happened in the front of the field with the 24, and when he got out of shape and he came up the racetrack. I got involved in that, not too bad, but he just came in, got repaired, and went back out on the racetrack, and obviously won this thing. It was pretty wild, a couple laps there with all the wrecking going on behind us, but every restart was just tense, and the plan was just get up top, and we figured if we can just stay up top, we're going to be the fastest cars, and it showed. I mean, you can get better runs off top, off the corner. You have a better chance, I think, to win, and you have more movement when you're up top. You can do more things rather than just pinning the bottom.
Well, again, man, the 117, that 6, you guys just worked awesome together. So congratulations on the win tonight. You realize we have another restrictor race tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we got another race tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Blazing Pedals, what is 7:30 start? Check in, tune into us. We'll be racing at Daytona, kick off the season. Hopefully I could bring another lightning fast Ford Mustang, and maybe I could take the same car and ship it over to Daytona for tomorrow, because I think we'd work out really good that way. Fast MFRD Ford Mustang. We had a fast MFRD Ford, another Ford Mustang, and obviously a Chevy Camaro, but I like the Fords more than the Camaro.
All right, Ty, who you got on the car to thank, buddy?
Obviously, Michael Falk, MF Racing Designs, putting on beautiful paints. He had a bunch of paints in the field today. He created a bunch of those paints, and obviously you guys in the booth doing a great job. And then I want to give a shout out to Tim and all them for all the help they gave us through us, and I'm happy we can give back to them and give back to them, and hopefully hope the best. I pray for Ethan and his family and how everything's going. Hope everything turns out well. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Hopefully in the same spot, Victory Lane. That would be awesome.
Yeah, very well could happen. So we'll get you back down there, man. Thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was your race winner, Ty Morosco. And if you give us just 1 second, Terry and I are going to hop over to TeamSpeak so we can talk to Mr. Habiuk and Mark Arthur. So give us just 1 second here.
Go ahead and unmute yourself, and we'll be there.
Go ahead and all right, we're unmuting, and now it's me, Terry Foster, Tim Habiuk, and Mark Arthur. Mark, do you have any idea of what we race here tonight? Or just a little bit shy, but that was still an awesome race. And Terry, I think you got a few words for old Tim there, so go ahead.
family. We appreciate what you've done for all of us. Again, I don't know if you heard me say it through the race.
Hold on a second, Terry. Pause. We got audio issues. Apparently, people can't hear TeamSpeak right now. It was. I'm trying to fix it real quick here. Go ahead and say something. Nope, still don't got it yet. I'm trying to fix it real quick. Let's try it again.
Hello?
There we go. Now we got you.
Okay, now you all can hear me. So I can't say all this word for word. It just comes off my head. So again, from the bottom of our hearts, of Blazing Pedals and Crooked Line, Front Row, the Venom Truck Series, Racing for Calls. We all done this for you guys, Tim, your family. Mark will get all this. Again, what I say, $1,940 out to you. That's guaranteed. Man, thank you for everything you've done for Blazing Pedals in the past. And we look forward to maybe working with you again sometime in the future, I hope. But I hope Ethan had a hell of a time tonight, bud.
Yeah, he did. The whole family was sitting around the big screen watching the whole race and cheering on you, and he looked like he was in a pretty good spot until that last caution came out. And, you know, he would have looked like he was going to pull out a top 5. That would have been good. And, for everything you guys did here, thank you. I know, Terry, when you popped this idea to me a few weeks ago, I didn't realize how big it was getting. I honestly wasn't really paying much attention to it with everything going on. The whirlwind, you know, with 2 jobs and Ethan and everything else to really pay attention to much of it. But I'm absolutely astounded with what you guys did. I did reach out to Mark earlier, and we'll be back this year for a couple of races for sure as a sponsorship, TRJ Karting. The funds you guys raised will go in Ethan's savings account, so he'll build a little bit more of a nest egg for his future. And, you know, I can't thank you guys. I can't thank you. I mean, sincerely, I can't thank you guys enough for what you guys did. It's very much appreciated.
Mark?
I got nothing. I mean, I talk to Tim semi-regularly. I mean, we talk, and you know, I was happy to do it for him. And, you know, I've met Tim and Ian in real life, and we went down and hung out at the go-kart track. You know, I mean, you couldn't ask for nicer people and nicer family. And, you know, when I heard about Ethan having some problems, I couldn't wait to jump at the chance to help him out. And like I told Tim, you know, it might help with doctor bills if something else happens, or, you know, even if they don't need to spend it on that, spend it on Ethan, right? Give him a good time.
But you, Sam?
Nothing. I'm glad I could be a part of this awesome event. I love doing charity races and doing it on truesimproductions and raising money for a good cause. Tim, I'm glad we could do something special for you guys, and make sure you give Ethan a high five from me and tell him, you know, keep up the good work. But other than that, I mean, that's really all I got, man.
Well, I appreciate it, Sam, and Ethan wants to say thank you too.
Anytime, man.
Thank
Anytime,
Thank
buddy.
you. Thank you, dude.
You're absolutely welcome, buddy. And we wish you guys, the Habiuk family, nothing but the best. And Tim, again, I'm sure we'll be talking out through the season, starting tomorrow night, buddy. Put that big screen on TSP.
Okay, thank you, dude.
You're welcome, brother.
So, how do you do it? Hey, guys.
I'll go ahead and just mute him real quick. And Mark, you're good to go, man. If you want to head out, you can head out unless you got any final thoughts. Oh, all right. He's going to stay quiet. Terry, talk to me, my man. What'd you think about tonight?
I thought it was a pretty good race, man. I mean, we had 7 or 8 cautions, you know. But, I mean, other than that, I mean, we had 53 drivers show up. 53 drivers donated time. 53 drivers donated money. And then some. So, yeah, I'm like Tim. I'm kind of speechless about what showed up tonight. And it just, you know, for somebody, a lot of these guys don't even know. I mean, Tim's a bit of Blazing Pedals, person. And so, yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, everybody, I want to give you one last shout out. It's almost midnight here on the East Coast. Thank you all for tuning in to truesimproductions tonight to help raise money for a good cause. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all the subscriptions, all the likes you gave us on the video. Hopefully we put on a good show tonight for you guys. But until tomorrow night, Blazing Pedals, this is going to do it for Terry and I in the booth. We're going to get out of here.
Hold up.
What now, Terry?
Brian just messaged me. We just went over. Nope, that's only 1990. So Deez did put his $50 in.
All right, so we're $10 shy, ladies and gentlemen, of 2,000. But that link's still in the chat. If you want to donate, by all means, go for it. So, are we good, Terry? Can we get out of here? Can we shut this down tonight? All right, let's go home. We're getting out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in once again for this great charity race event. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Blazing Pedals at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you there. Have a good one.